Yeah, what it do familiar, what it do familiar. Wagwan familiar, wagwan familiar, what I do, what I do, what I do. Wagwan familiar, wagwan familiar. Boom, 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 boom. Trying to think, I gotta reply to a client, but I'm trying to figure out what I need to say. Let's see. crazy right now outside. Bro, the rain's going crazy, bro. Do you? Yes, but the question is, do you? There you go. What it do, familiar? What it do, familiar? It's your boy Tassie PNG, and we back at it again with another one, man. Today we're gonna be doing some hybrid video editing. So you guys may or may not have seen the behind the scenes for this exact particular video, but I will be dropping it soon. So I did a hybrid branding session yesterday with the new 35mm lens, you guys, and I had a lot of fun with it. It was really cool to use. It was my first time using it. Do you want a microphone right now? Yeah. It could be like that or straight. Period. This is so right? Rec 709 is kind of like your base color profile, right? So maybe you have PP1, PP2, or standard, depending on which camera you're using. Like the standard, not auto mode, right? I'm still in camera, I'm still in video mode, right? I'm not in auto mode, but I am in standard, right? So maybe I'm PP1, PP2, to where picture profile. PP means picture profile. So I'm probably in the standard picture profile, which is that Rec 709 conversion, right? You don't have to actually convert it. If you were shooting in log, you have to put a color grade on top of it, or a LUT, a conversion LUT to Rec 709. So from whatever footage you're using. So I shoot with Canons and I shoot with Sonys for both video work. A lot of the podcast things we will shoot on the Canon R5C, and then a lot of my client branding on the move work, I'm using a Sony a7S III, all right, or FX3 lines, all right, depending on whenever we rent out cams and stuff like that. I like the A7S III more than the FX3 for me personally, because it has the viewfinder and it made my life a lot easier rather than having the FX3 and having two of them that I didn't need at the time. But now we have two Canons for our podcast. But that's beyond the point. Just letting you guys know what I'm filming in. So in this right here, I'm filming in picture profile 1 on a Sony A7S III, right? So this is the Rec 709 profile, to where I appreciate you, bro, because nobody was going to say anything. No one was going to say nothing about the mute, bro. Whatever you guys didn't hear before, I apologize. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys again. So, dang, y'all didn't hear none of that. All right, so this is the footage right here. I'm going to show y'all. That's okay. I'll go back. This is the footage right here that I have for my client. I appreciate you. How do you get people to give you better video reviews? You know, most get nervous. How do you give them a great experience? I ain't gonna lie, like that might sound like bad or cliche, but when I give them a great experience and we have a vibe, it's so easy for them to answer. Like for her, it was very easy for her to answer the question because it was true. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave her a great experience. So when it came time for me to ask her, I only ask people with testimonials that I gave a good experience and that are willing to talk, right? I don't want to force a testimonial out of you if you're already nervous or if I feel like I didn't do a good enough job. If I did a good enough job, you should be talkative. If I did a good enough job, you should be relaxed. You should be calm, cool, collective. It should be easy for me to ask you, right? If I did a good job, right? So if you're asking for a testimonial out of a client, make sure that you actually did a good job for the testimony. You see what I'm saying? Like it makes it so much easier, right? Apologize for that audio miss up. I'm gonna have to cut that out. I don't even know what I did or did not hear, so I'll just kind of go back over everything. These are the footage right here, so you guys will see inside of here when you're looking. I will record one long take. I'm gonna show y'all. I'll record one long take. So this is one full 3-minute clip. Within this 3-minute clip, I will chop out the smooth portions of the 3-minute clip. So whenever the footage gets smooth is when I will start my editing process. So for example, I'll record everything, getting my lighting together, all of that, and I will chop where the smoothness starts. So if the smoothness starts right here on my timeline, I'm already knowing that I'm gonna start the edit here, let it go, and maybe stop it here. You see what I'm saying? Right before it either gets overexposed or the smoothness gets out. So another example is right here. Let's say, for example, I have another close one right here. So this is one of the ones. I did a little orbit here. I'm gonna show y'all a good one right here. This is a good one. So right before I was messed up, trying to get it leveled. All right, boom, I got it leveled. I would start here. So I already have this in my mind when I'm recording, right? So from here, I'm already having it in my mind when I'm recording. I know I'm gonna start right here when I'm editing to chop right here and then let it keep going. And then boom, I'm gonna cut before it gets unstable again, right? So I already have this in my mind while I'm filming. So I'll film one long thing, like one long clip. You guys ask me why, because for me, when I film one long clip, it's more consistent. When it comes time to color grade, I only color grade one clip, right? So when I'm color grading, I'm not focusing on multiple different clips that I have to color grade, right? I'm literally focusing on one clip that is color graded. I don't have to do too much extra stuff. I do one clip, right? And then when I cut on my timeline, I don't forget to press record. So if I'm recording the video, let's say for example you press record, you have to do the movements, you go through the flow with the client, then you stop, press stop, then you try to go again and you forget to press record. Now the client has to redo the same thing again when they actually got the take right. So I just press record, let the whole thing run through, do everything I need to do, and on that one clip I will start chopping, right? So if we stop filming right now and I go to doing photo, I will put down my gimbal, turn my camera off. That's when I will stop recording. Then I'll start taking pictures when we start back the next video portion, right? So it's hybrid. So I go from photo to video to photo to video, right? I will start back recording one long clip and chop it again. This right here is shot in Rec 709, right? I was explaining this a little bit earlier for y'all. This is shot in Rec 709, basically meaning that it's like a lower, it's like a PP1. So for example, if you're using PP1 is picture profile, PP1 or PP2 on the Sony, right? So I'm using a Sony a7S III, right? What we film with is Sony a7S III, FX3, and then a Canon R5C Mark II. I film with both Canons as well as Sonys. When it comes to my retainer client work and it comes to my podcast, I have some clients that do podcasts. For retainer client work, we use the R5s, right? So we use the R5Cs, which are Canons, for filming those videos because I like how the colors look in there. It's a cinema camera. I like how it comes out fresh. It's easier to grade, stuff like that when it comes to doing a sit down thing. When it comes to moving around a lot more and doing more like movement things where I need to be, a faster shutter, better low light, stuff like that, I'm using my Sony because Sony is known for better low light, right? So I was using the 35mm 1.4 here, right? What I was using. So that's what I was shooting with. And what helps is with this in Rec 709, it makes it easier to not have to grade, right? So whatever camera you have, check it out and you can see. So before you start to learn any type of, I would say, log or anything like that, try to learn Rec 709 and how to color grade Rec 709 before anything else. Because this is still gray a little bit. There's still a little bit of dryness to it, right? So for example, you guys can see, so before, I'm gonna show you the before. This is the before, this is the after and after I added the extra color in, right? To make those punchy tones into her skin and stuff like that and the pinks, right? So this is Rec 709. This is already converted to Rec 709, pre-converted, already recorded in Rec 709, so it was fine, right? So if you film in log, you still have to do a convert LUT, right? We'll go over that. I'll talk about that inside of PNG University. If you guys are watching right now, PNG University is like a whole learning community, right? So I'm making these videos directly for them, and all of the replays and stuff like that will be directly for PNG University, right? So right now we're in the month of hybrid photography and videography, so that's what we're going on. Monday's class was about that as well. We did hybrid event photography, went through that, talked about filming in the R5C, just a whole bunch of different stuff as well. So with this is it's already Rec 709. It was filmed in Rec 709. Like I don't even have to grade the Rec 709 part. I don't have to convert it into Rec 709. It's already there, right? So also some of you guys are asking about like editing softwares. Right now I'm using Final Cut Pro. I like using Final Cut Pro because Final Cut Pro for me is a fast editing software, right? So as I was explaining earlier before the audio got cut out, when you're editing, if I need fast edits, right, fast turnaround times for photography, right, I'm a hybrid photographer, right, I do photo and video, right? So when I need fast turnaround time for photos, I'm going to either use Lightroom or Evoto, right? Quick turnaround time, XYZ, Lightroom or Evoto, right? if I'm trying to get more surgical, right, or do a lot better, you know what I'm saying, or get a lot better edits, I'm gonna use Photoshop, right? Same exact thing when it comes to editing videos, right? If you want to film faster, right, you're going to either use CapCut or Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is a little bit more detailed oriented than CapCut, right? And then if you want to get more into detail, or you have more time on your hands, LOL, to get a little bit more surgical and really fine tune it, you can play around with DaVinci, right? So those are kind of like, these are the different softwares that I use when it comes to the videography portion. I'll be making videos, tutorials on all of those between both YouTube and the Patreon. However, the Patreon will get everything first and more, because I don't want to overload YouTube with that. I know you guys love my behind the scenes videos, so I don't want to overload YouTube with editing and stuff like that when I know that's not what you guys are necessarily interested in. All right, so same thing here. I already got the footage there, and I will record and I cut where it gets choppy at. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and put the raw file from this on here. So I'm going to do, let's say I'm going to take this one right here. I'm going to just drag these up. I'm going to hold Alt to duplicate them, drag them up, and I'm going to just drag it out so you guys can see how this raw clip looked right before I edited anything. So right here, this is the raw clip. I wonder if you guys are able to hear the actual screen. I think so. Let me see. So I'm gonna press play right here. So you guys see how it's wiggly and choppy right there. I'm not gonna start the clip where it's wiggling, right? I'm filming on a Ronin, right? I'm filming on a gimbal. It makes no sense for me to start it when it's choppy. All right. So I'll press record. I mean, I'll press play so you guys can see it.
Who is prayer and Pilates for? Everyone.
One more time.
You need to be.
Right, so I get her, I count right here, this whole time I'm counting her down. This is me saying 3, 2, 1 and telling her when to go. And if I'm looking at the audio waveforms, I can chop right at the beginning of the audio waveform, so I know that the starting point is a good starting point.
Who is prayer and Pilates for? Everyone.
Also, you guys, this video right here is a full video, so this is not shot vertically. I shoot horizontally. You guys were like, oh shit, what? Yep, I shoot everything horizontally, because just in case the client ever wants to reframe it or use it for social media, right? So these are my branding clients. They ever want to use it for any form of social media platform. When I shoot wide enough and I shoot horizontally, they can utilize this for all of those things. All right, they can use this for YouTube. She can take the same clip and go use it for YouTube. She could use it for anything. All right, so whatever she wants to use it for, she can do that. So I will zoom in, because while I'm filming the entire time, I'm using grids, right? So if you guys are filming, use grids and grid lines, the rule of thirds grid on there, so you guys have it cut, so you guys know where to frame up your subject. All right, so your subject is always in the middle. All right, so when you zoom in, right, in that middle point, you have your subject in the middle. So now you know when it's 16:9 or you frame it up differently, there's mostly or majority going to be in the middle. If she's off to the side here, all I have to do is grab this and drag it over. You see what I'm saying? So now it makes my life easier, because I still have extra frames on the sides that I'm not using, right? And I'm using 35 mil, and I have pretty good quality camera. So it's high quality when it comes to cropping, is what I mean. Sorry, you guys, I brain farted a little bit, but I'll press play.
Pilates for everyone.
And then I'll cut it right where she finishes talking, because that's a part of it. So I prompted her. We had some Q&As ready for this session to like kind of ask the question of like, oh, you know, for her event and the things that she's doing. People are always asking the same types of questions. So we're looking to answer those questions in this one video, right? So this is kind of how it turned out. Not fully, but this is one of the versions that I did.
So people always ask, do you have to be a Christian to come to prayer and Pilates? And the answer is no. Who is prayer and Pilates for? Everyone. So what do you need to bring? Nothing. Everything is included.
And the best part about this is when I take this off, you guys can really see the colors before and after, right? So you guys the color before and after. This is the color before and after. This is before, after, before, after, before, after. So you guys will be able to see how it looks before and after. So the before was gray, but this is not log. It still wasn't shot in log. It was just shot in Rec 709. And Rec 709 can still take some minimal color adjustments. All right, it can still take some minimal color adjustments. I'm gonna hit V again. You guys can see after. You see the color just like that. So really great coloring.
So people always ask, do you have to be a Christian to come to prayer and Pilates? And the answer is no. Who is prayer and Pilates for? Everyone.
And what I did was I also masked out the background to I actually don't think, wait, did I do this one? I don't think I did. Hold on, let me see. I thought I did, but I guess not. I thought I masked it out, but I thought I had a. Did I have one? Oh yeah, I do. So I have a mask on her background to like go down on the highlights of the background. So the background was like really bright at first. It's like before, and then this is the after. So that way you can like see her a little bit more. So what I did was, I'm gonna show y'all again. Let me see if I can duplicate it. I went here. I go to this little magic wand down here. There's a magic wand where my face is at. Hold on, I'm gonna go. There's a magic wand at this bottom half, and it's gonna say add magic mask or add auto mask. I'm gonna hit auto mask, and then when it goes to auto mask, it's gonna pull up over here. You're gonna hit the little guy with the arrow around his head, and then you hit auto mask, and it's gonna bring up all the different masking options for your subject, right? So you have the actual subject's clothing, you have the sky, you got the foliage, you got the foreground, you got the background. So you can literally play around whatever it is. I chose background, and I just went down and the highlights of the background. So when you choose background, you can go to the color adjustments tab, and now you can go down on the highlights. So I went down on the highlights of her background. This was how it was before. This is the after. Before, after, you'd never know from playing the video.
So people always ask, do you have to be a Christian to come to prayer and Pilates? And the answer is no.
So it's chill. And then after it processes and stuff, it looks a lot better. When it goes, when it's moving so fast, like it looked fine before I touched it with y'all. I think y'all messed up my thing, bro. I think y'all messed it up.
People always ask, do you have to be a Christian to come to prayer and Pilates? And the answer is no. Who is
Yeah, this is it. I love this shot right here.
prayer and Pilates for? Everyone. Who is
And if I wanted to, for real, I could literally keyframe this to where she stays where she's at, or even track it to like keep her in the direct center too. Because yeah, right here it kind of goes a little bit more to the left, and she's not still in the center. I can keep it there. So I can go to right here where it says view, and then I can scroll down to where it says show horizon. And now it's going to show the horizon. It's going to cut through. So now I can make sure I keep her in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and hit on here. I'm going to go to back to the main video edits tab, or video adjustments tab. I want to go to transform and turn on all of these keyframes. Press
prayer
play.
and Pilates for?
And I'm gonna let me see. Press play. I'm going to go to transform down here at the bottom, and now press play.
Pilates.
And do my best to keep her in the middle part.
For everyone.
Let's see how this looks. I think my movement was crazy though. Let's see.
Who is prayer and Pilates for? Everyone.
Oh, that was good. All right, let me see if I can get this one now. This last frame. So what you could do is you could press the up arrow on your keyboard, and it'll go back frame, back to like the start or end of that last clip. Or you can press down to go forward, and then I'll click on my clip, and then I'll go over one frame, and then I can now move her again. And now let's see how it looks.
Prayer and Pilates for? Everyone.
There we go. So she literally stayed in the middle the whole time. So that was a great tracking basically. I try to keep, after this point, try to keep everything on that eye. Between the eye and in the middle of her face. But that's pretty good.
Who is prayer and Pilates for? Everyone.
Yeah, pretty good quality.
So what do you need to bring? Nothing. Everything is included.
And I framed this one up like this on purpose so that way you can see the matcha table, because the matcha is what she's talking about, right? So it's a like a business Pilates class, and they have matcha. They're gonna have matcha there, and what I can do is I can do another keyframe here again if I want to make it even more like, stabilized. Press play.
So what do you need to bring?
Bring it over to where it stays, where everything stays in the middle.
Nothing. Everything is
where it stays in the middle.
It's included. Free acai.
And we're gonna see how this looks.
A 50-minute Pilates session, praise and worship, matcha, and over 15 different vendors, and your yoga mat. This is the place you need to.
One of my retainers just texted me right now. I'm gonna have to respond, y'all, so don't be mad at me.
So what do you need to bring? Nothing. Everything is included. Free acai.
This is so tough, bro.
Pilates session, praise and worship, matcha.
People don't. This is the part people don't see, bro. This is so tough, bro.
Over.
Oh, you filmed my baby R5C? Yes, sir. Oh, what question do you ask them? They always ask me what to say. Oh, I tell them. I'd be like, don't lie. Like, that's what I say. Like, I'll ask them like 3 questions. I'll be like, what did we just? I'll be like, what did we just finish doing? What did we just finish doing? What did we just finish doing? How did you hear about me? What made you choose me? Little stuff like that. So I just like the same 4 things, and then like allow them to like. I said it could be as long or as short as you want it to be, and I never try to put no pressure on them for real.
15 different vendors and your yoga mat. This is the place you need.
Just make sure that when you have them doing testimonial, they say your name. Like, just make sure they say your name. Because they say, I had a great time here today doing a photo shoot. Like, you know, make sure they say your name, like they target you. And make sure that you know that your name is going to be a name you're going to have. Like, your business name is going to be like a name you're going to have forever. Like, if you're just like, you know what I'm saying? You know, so keep that in mind.
Need to be.
Yeah. So I think this is good.
So, people always ask, do you have to be a Christian to come to prayer and Pilates? And the answer is no. Who is prayer and Pilates for? Everyone.
So I think I'm going to do this right here. I like this part, and I'm going to go and bring this over here because I like this as like a starter. If this isn't locked to the track how you want it to, you just go right here next to the effects thing, and you can just turn on the like snapping so that way it snaps to the track. So like you see how it snapped and made that yellow line? It'll snap right there.
Who is prayer and Pilates?
Oh, that's a problem. I got to put this one over here. Sorry. I had the mask of the other one. I got to match it. See, so that's why snapping helps too, because now it just matches in place.
Who is prayer and Pilates? Who is...
I kind of want her already in motion, but I kind of already want her in motion. Let me see. I might just already have her in motion.
Who is prayer and Pilates for? Everyone. So, people always ask, Pilates for? Everyone. So, people always ask, do you have to be a Christian to come to prayer?
So my question is this going too crazy? Like, I think this is the problem right here. Like, if I can get more of this in that mask, because that's the problem for sure.
Prayer and Pilates, and...
Or do I just zoom in more? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, or do I just zoom in more? Like, do I just be like, yeah, let me go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I just scale in even more so I could forget about
everyone. So, people always ask, do you have to be a Christian to come to prayer and Pilates? And the answer is no. So, what do you need to bring? Nothing. Everything is included. Free acai, a 50-minute Pilates session, praise and worship, matcha, and over 15 different vendors, and your yoga mat. This is the place you need to be.
There we go. Yeah, I think that one looks good. So that's one. I use these little markers right here, not necessarily markers, but these blank blocks to separate each reel. So every time you see a marker in between a blank block, it's a different reel that I'm editing or a different video. So I can edit on the same timeline. So I edit multiple videos on one timeline, and I just use these little blocks right here to separate each one. So this is a reel right here. This is a reel. This was a possible clip that I made. Oh, this is a clip that I did for y'all.
Who is prayer?
Yeah. And then I had this thing turned on to where if you see these little like hashes right here, this means that there's another clip, a duplication of this clip somewhere else. So if you go, let's say, I think it's right here. Yeah. So if you go right here and click like your timeline settings, you can go down and change you can click like what you want to have on or off, like toggle it. So I toggled on duplicate ranges, which shows you which range of the video is already in there. So when I turn it on and off, you see this changing. It's going on and off, on and off. I'm going to make it bigger for y'all so y'all can see. On, off, on, off. So if I zoom out this video more, it shows that this does not have those little zebra looking thing, right? So if it doesn't, that means that this is not already in the video somewhere. So I now know that this part of it is nowhere to be found in the video. All right, so if I make if I delete this, one of these might delete too, because it's going to show that like, oh, it's not a duplicate. So if I delete this one, right, and then, oh, there's still a duplicate. So then this must be the duplicate over here. Yeah, this is the duplicate right here. So that's fine, but it's just letting me know that there is a duplicate somewhere else and not just only in that one spot. So that's basically what that does. And if you turn it off, you're going to have duplicates that you may not even know that you have duplicates of, but I like to have it on just in case I'm like, oh, where's this? Like, I have 2 of these somewhere, and like, you know, it's good to know. You can turn on angles, clip rolls, so you can show what the roll or the name of the clip is. Like, is this dialogue? Is this video footage? Like, is this overlay? It'll turn that on and off, whatever you have your clip saying as. And yeah, everything else is not on. I don't have anything else on to be able to show that, to be able to show like the different angles and ranges and stuff. But We'll do a video on it at some point. But this one right here is one of our prayer videos. I'm probably going to use this one right. I like the video raw by itself, which is why I cut it like this. I'm probably still going to use it as its own video, but also overlay other video footage on top of it as well, because I like how it was. But I always tell you guys, so like I was telling you guys earlier, I find out where the video is smooth at, or where the smoothness starts, and I cut right there. So you see how all of this is like wiggly on my gimbal. I'm gonna find out where the image, where the footage begins to get smooth, and I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna start cutting. So I told her to get reset. She reset. I'm gonna find it. Let me see. Okay, so the footage begins to get smooth. I would say here. Let me see. Here. So I'm gonna cut here. I can go Command B, and then delete all of this. That's a simple way, or you can use a keyboard shortcut to just cut everything that's over there. If you already have a keyboard shortcut, you could do that. I have a keyboard shortcut that I just made. Mine's is 1. Yours is not going to be that, but I have a keyboard shortcut that cuts everything to the left of the timeline without having to hit Command B and then delete. To find your keyboard shortcuts, you go to Final Cut. You're going to go to, where is it at? Command Sets, I think. No. It is, I swear it's under, it's about Final Cut and then Settings, and then is it under? Oh, I know the keyboard shortcut to get to it, so don't think I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I know there's an easier way. I'm trying to not an easier way, but I'm trying to show y'all how to get there without using a keyboard shortcut, like how to find the shortcuts without using a shortcut. I swear it was under Command Sets, but maybe it's not. Oh yeah, it's a Command Sets. So Command Sets, and then go to Customize. And it's all right here. So all your keyboard shortcuts are right here, listed, like literally what everything is. To add an adjustment clip, like if you just scroll down, everything that you may want to know how to do is all right here. And there's a search bar right here for you to search what you want, or you can click on the key and see what that key does. All right, so if you hit the number 3, you see that it says it can cut. You go to viewer. If you put Command 3, or any of these actions plus this that you have selected, that's what it'll do. So for me, I have 1, right? And it's trim start. So trim the start of the video. This is number 2, trim the end of the video. So if I hit 1, it will trim whatever's to the left. If I hit 2, it will trim whatever's to the right. So that's what I have set. And I downloaded or created my own. And so you can duplicate yours. So I would duplicate mine first. I would hit I would go to duplicate. And so you can make one so that you don't mess up your current whatever you have right now for Final Cut. I make Command Z, undo that cut. Now I'm going to select and hit 1. You see how 1 just cut everything to the left. So everything that's to the left of this line is going to get cut when I hit 1. So now I can go again, and I have my Command B blade tool set to like the key to the left of 1. So when I hit that, it'll make like a cut. So instead of going Command B, it'll make a cut. So I can go see where it got wiggly at. So I would say smooth. I can fix all that. Smooth, wiggly right here. Right where I stopped it. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and make a cut right there. I'm going to go more. Where do I start getting smooth at again? Right here. I'll make a cut right there. Or I could hit 1, right, and cut everything to the left. So now I know that I have usable footage. All this is usable footage. So when I'm editing, I go back and forth between chopping different things up with that 1 key without having to go Command B. And then hitting the 1 and 2 key to cut the front and back of videos. So I'm going to find, where do I stop at? Oh, stop right here. And boom. And now I'm going to hit 1 when I find that smooth point, which is right here. I'm going to hit 1, boom. I'm going to hit 1 and delete that right there. Find it, keep going. Okay, right here before I zoom in, cut right here. And I'm going to hit 1 again. So right here, what I could do is, let me see. That zoom in was kind of cute. I'm gonna cut that right here. So I'm gonna select this and I'm gonna hit 2, and it's gonna delete everything to the right. So everything to the right up until this point is gonna delete that. Boom. Right? Good. Now I have all of this right here is usable. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing to all of this. So to all of this footage, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So I think this was her testimonial that we did last night. If I look at, let me see.
And I'm happy here. So thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm booking you again in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah. Can y'all hear her? Y'all can hear her, right? I think y'all can hear the audio.
So, sorry.
So basically, just start off with.
We just finished. I'm ready to go, Taxi. I know.
Yeah.
So we just finished shooting with Taxi, and
Not ready to go as in ready to leave, but ready to go as in she already already had what she wanted to say down back. So I'm gonna put a block right here, cause I might use that as like some bloopers. I don't know.
So we just.
But I love editing on one timeline. I do not edit underneath one library, right? I'll edit everything that goes with one library on that, but I do not edit everything I edit ever under one library, because your library will balloon. We got tutorials on that and how to like organize your library inside of the university as well. So if you guys are like wanting to learn more about video editing or just hybrid photography coverage and stuff like that of how I do, the blueprint on how I do everything that I do, bro, www.pnguniversity.com, bro. I'm telling you, like, everything in there is very, very helpful. Whether you're looking to get into photography, videography, or just become better in general at just like the overall creative process is all inside of there. And this video, when it's saved or when I finish it, this live is going to be inside of there as well. So it's going to be one of those tutorials in there for you guys to watch back.
So we just finished shooting with Taxi, and of course he delivered again.
So I kind of want to do, I already posted this, obviously y'all seen. I'm going to show you how I did this little like general grade too in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and just do the tracking again, just because like I'm bored. So I'm about to do it again. So I'm going to start it off. And I'm going to start her off in the middle, because I want to show my light, because my light shows that we were shooting. You know, if I just show the stand, it's like, oh, like, you know, is it real? Is it fake? Like, it shows that we were shooting. So I want them to see that we were shooting.
So we just finished.
So every few frames, if it goes off,
shooting.
I'm going to put her in the middle every time. You see how it snaps? So if you guys look right here, look in this area. When I move it and it snaps with the yellow, that's how I know it's in direct center, all right? Not necessarily not center, but that's how I know that it's like not protruding up top or protruding down below, and it's even, all right? So that snap is letting me know that I'm moving it along the x-axis correctly.
With Taxi.
I got to text on my retainers back, y'all.
And of course, he delivered again. You guys, I have used Taxi for maybe like 5 or 6 years now, and the reason why I keep
it's one of my like long-term retainers.
Keep booking him over and over again is because he shows up, and
every time it moves off of the line, I put it back. This is like not necessarily the easiest way to do so. This is just like me being meticulous. Like, you can still do very, very advanced things with Final Cut. And I love that you can purchase Final Cut like at one time, or you could pay like, you know, if you're a student, it's like $2.99 a month. If not, you could do the $12 a month, or you could just buy it outright, which is what I did. I did that. I bought this thing like 11 years ago and still have it.
Always gives me exactly.
That's what I love about it though. But if you guys noticed, I did the real estate video for her as
what
well.
I'm looking for.
She's a serial entrepreneur. She does like a lot of different things.
Other people with
and we did her
all
branding
of the
campaign too, which is cool.
Madness that
oh, accident.
happened today would have left, and Taxi is just so solution based. Like, every time a problem arises, he makes sure to get the job done, and I'm just so grateful because he always brings my vision to life, and I love it here. I'm never leaving.
Come on, bro. Getting a testimony like that, I'm never leaving.
Taxi on the lens. Book.
And I didn't even prompt her. Y'all see what I'm saying? She literally said, "Hey, I got it." Don't. So stuff like that too. Like, sometimes they just know and they just don't ask. It is so dark outside. Like, it looks like nighttime. Like, it's storming, and I would not be surprised if the Wi-Fi went out. So if it goes out, bro, you know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at me, bro. I'm connected to a laptop, so if it does go out, I still have my laptop power, and I got a generator over here, so we'll see.
So we just finished shooting with Taxi, and of course, he delivered again.
You guys notice how it's staying in the middle, bro? Like, this is crazy.
Guys, I have used Taxi for maybe like 5 or 6 years now, and
this is tough. Like, and this is tracking. Like, and this is how to track right here. Like, so no matter what it is you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to track, that's literally how you do it, bro. Keyframes, keyframes, keyframes. I love keyframes, bro.
The reason why I keep booking him,
bro, it's so bad, bro. Like, it's dark outside. Like, it's like I'm looking outside. I'm in front of a window, and like it looks like it's nighttime. Like the window's open, and it looks like it's nighttime. Like not the window's open, but the things, you know, it looks like it's nighttime. It's crazy.
Over and over again is because he shows up and he always gives me exactly what I'm looking for. Other people with all of the madness that happened today would have left, and Taxi is just so solution based. Like every time a problem arises, he makes sure to get the job done, and I'm just so grateful because he always brings my vision to life, and I love it here. I'm never leaving. Taxi on the Lens, book.
See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bam, great little video. Boom. And then I'm gonna do something like you've heard it from. I'm gonna be something like that. Like I'm about to do like an ad or something for myself. Like I'm Taxi PNG. Boom, boom. Creative branding and portrait photographer, located in Orlando, Florida. And then I'm gonna be like, don't take my word, take my clients. And then boom, go into like my clients.
So we just finished shooting with.
So that was good. That was a good video. But the grade, if you guys are asking how I did this, so I'm gonna go ahead and like not delete it, but just turn it off. I'm gonna go ahead and hold Option or Alt on my keyboard and hit A. So Alt A or Option A. I mean, it should be Alt A. And then hold Alt again, drag up, or Option. And you guys see that I have 2 adjustment clips now. I'm gonna drag the adjustment clip out to the length of the video. And it's the same exact way that you would add a LUT if you wanted to. So you would go to your edits browser and you would look up LUT or custom, and then you have custom LUT. You can drag it and drop it onto that if you were to shoot in log. Not shooting in log, so literally all I'm going to do is I'm going to go and create a color adjustment myself. So now I'm going to go ahead and go up here to the little color tab, if that makes sense, and I'm going to go ahead and change the color adjustment. So I can play around with the globals, right, and like move things whatever, however I want to do. Like, oh, these are the shadows, you know what I'm saying, these are the highlights. You know what I'm saying? You can play around with it like that, or you can get even deeper. You can play around with curves. You can play around with different boards, wheels, right? I'm gonna do color adjustment because it breaks everything down to just like simple sliders. So you can go down on your highlights, right? You can go up on your saturation, right? Which is pretty straight. I feel like that is good. You can go up on the warmth of it. How warm do you actually want it to be, right? Or you can put it back at 0. So like that, or you can even do enhance light and color automatically. Sometimes it gets it right, sometimes it gets it very wrong. So I'll hit go, and it made it really, really dark. I don't like that, right? So I'll take it off. Now I can selectively try one or another. Maybe I'll lighting, maybe I don't like the lighting. I'm gonna do color. Okay, I kind of like how the color did, all right? So I'm gonna do that. So I'll hit color again. Let me see. I like how the color did. Now I can adjust it from there. I can adjust the mix if I feel like I like it, but it was like too much, right? I could adjust saturation if I feel like it wasn't enough saturation. So it's really up to you and how you want to do it. They have those little auto modes on purpose for reasons for people to use, and you could do that, right? So you can go up on that, boom, boom, boom. I'll leave that right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to my color curves. The same way how color curves work inside of Photoshop and Lightroom, it's the exact same thing. So reds, control the reds inside of it, right? You got greens, control the majority of the greens, or try to change the green tint of the overall image, right? And then you have the blue, which will make the image more overall blue. So all of these are for the overall image, right? If you want to get deeper and get more selective on colors, you're going to go ahead and hit it again, right? You know, you're going to look for where it says hue saturation curves. So now these are for select colors, right? So if I were to make anchor points, oh my gosh, Taxi, what are anchor points? Anchor points are when you make 2 points that stay on the same line of the standard line, right, before making an adjustment. All right, so these are anchor points. So for example, if I want to adjust the oranges in here, I'm going to make an anchor point here. I didn't move that point, right? I just made an anchor, right? And I'm going to make another anchor point here, and now I'm moving the oranges. So it was around the color orange. You see what I'm saying? The anchor points were on the left and right of the color orange, so now I can play around with those colors, right? So however it is you want to do, you can do that. But when you're looking at it, make it make sense and look at the one that you're using. So for example, this is the hue and hue. You have hue and saturation. You have hue and luma. You have luma and saturation. You have saturation and saturation, right? So this is orange saturation, or you can change the color to any other color of saturation that you want to have as well. Right, so if you want to do orange, you can do orange. You want to do red, you want to do the pinks, the magentas, whatever it is, you can play around with that color, that saturation in the scene, right? You can play around with that. So this one right here is picking up the pinks that are in here, which are not that many pinks. So I'm going to go ahead and change the color. Let's say I'm going to go ahead and pick up the oranges because that's more so her skin color, which is why it stays orange for me. That's my default color. I can go up and down on the orange part. You guys can see it in here, how it's popping, right? You see the oranges right here changing, right? If you double click it, it'll go back to normal. Well, this one probably doesn't. Does it go back to normal? Or you just click it and delete. Click and delete, click and delete, click and delete. If I want to select the exact color, I can go ahead and click the dropper, the eyedropper, and I can go ahead and select the exact color that I actually want to hit. I got to turn off transform so that I can actually select it. I'll select this color, let's say, and go change the line to that color. So whatever colors I'm selecting, that's the color that I will be adjusting. So I'm going to select this color, which is like one in her face, maybe like a little bit lighter one, right? And I'm going to make my anchor points. And then I'm going to move up and down to get the skin to look a little bit closer to how I like. All right, so keep that in mind. I'm going to go up just like so. I think that's fine. And then when you do a little bit more, I'm going to do a little bit more. You see. Okay, that's not bad. And when I press play.
And I'm happy here, so.
Hold on. This is like the test footage, but when I hit play, you can see it. So if I select this and I hit V, it's before, after, before, after, before, after. Just very minimal changes to the skin, right? And to make this sharper, Taxi, why do you have a second one up here? I have this one up here because I can go to my effects browser, right? I'm going to go ahead and go to, look up the word sharpen. I'm going to go to where it says regular sharpen, drag and drop it there. Onto there. Now the image just got sharper. So if you guys look closely, you can see how much sharper the image just got. So this is like a way to like falsify camera quality, LOL, to where it's not too creamy smooth. But you can go up high on sharpening, make it look insanely sharp, right? Or down, right? So for me, I like to use 1, so I'm just gonna go to 1. Just a little bit of sharpness, not a crazy amount, but it makes it look more higher quality than it was prior. So I like to use that on there, and that's kind of like my top one. If you were to use a third one, I usually edit with 3. So the second one, I do saturation on my first layer. My second layer is with contrast, and my third would be my sharpening and stuff like that. It's literally the same thing like with nodes. So if you're using DaVinci, it's the same thing like with nodes. So I'll make like a DaVinci tutorial for some of you guys who use DaVinci. We're editing with nodes, but I'm not going to use DaVinci when I don't need to use it, right? So I'm making tutorials for you guys, stuff like that. However, I'm going to use DaVinci when I would actually use DaVinci. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I'm editing a podcast or a documentary style thing or a wedding for a client, I'm going to use DaVinci, and I'm going to show you guys how I edit with DaVinci when using it, right? Rather than like BSing and trying to make it seem like I use it for all these other stuff, right? I only use it for kind of the extravagant things, right? I use this for more so of my finite quick things. The thing I love about both softwares is they are pay and forget about it. You buy it and you forget about it. If you were to buy DaVinci and Final Cut both together, it'd be like $500 and you'll never have to buy it ever again. You see what I'm saying? That's my mindset. It's like, okay, boom, got it once, never had to pay for it again. That's like a yearly subscription to some softwares, and that's probably like, I think that's like half a year of Adobe subscription. $500, you got 2 softwares for half a year of Adobe subscription. 2 softwares that you now own. You see what I'm saying? Not telling you to buy both, but I'm just saying like thinking about it like that, like it's crazy, right? It's crazy. So opening up to questions. Does anybody have any questions while I'm doing this? Anybody from the live that has any questions? Y'all have any questions, y'all can ask down below, and I'll answer them for you guys. So I'm gonna turn back this color adjustment back on again. So when I hit V on the keyboard, V turns the color adjustment, turns the layer on and off. If I just hit V, it'll turn it on and off. So V just stands for visibility, makes life a little bit easier. So same thing here I would do again to keep this smooth. I literally would click on it. I'm gonna go to the front of it, press up my up arrow, select all of these, and then as it's going, I'm literally gonna just try to do my best to keep her in the middle, bro. Like that's gonna help it out. I could hit stabilization for it to automatically stabilize, but a lot of the times it does not do the job right. So I like to do things manually sometimes, because you know how they be like, oh, if you can't, if somebody else can't do it right, or I'll just do it myself or something like that. So that's kind of my mindset. But also, you guys, if I shot this vertically, I would not have been able to reframe this. The fact that I'm able to reframe this right now is mainly because I shot it horizontally. Had I shot vertical, would not be able to reframe this right now. I would not be able to reframe this, right? So keep that in mind. So every few frames, like I would say like about 5 frames, I will readjust it. I just kind of just press play and just like let it move enough so I can keep readjusting it. The more readjustments, the better. However, sometimes you could overdo it. If you put too many, I guess, points on it. Oh, I think that one I kind of missed. Did I miss that one right there? Yeah. This one right here. I gotta make sure this is on the plane. I was moving fast because we only had like 20 minutes. Y'all will see, bro. When I post the BTS, y'all gonna be like, oh shit, like you did all this in 20 minutes? Yeah. Like y'all be able to see. We only had 20 minutes, bro. Come on, bro. Now imagine I grab this up. Now I go to stabilization, turn the little stabilization on. Now we got a little, you know, we got stabilization plus my tracking. Makes life a lot easier. Which version of stabilization we're gonna have to use, don't know yet. We gotta see, because there's multiple. You got automatic, you got Inturia, I don't know, cam, and then smooth cam. Smooth cam is my favorite one. Let's see how auto did. Auto did pretty dang good right there. That was a good one right there with auto. Some of this, it's a little snappy in some areas. Like this right here is a little snappy. This is telling me that I probably added too many keyframes right here in this one part, maybe potentially, to where I messed up it. So maybe I need to. Whenever these like turn yellow, you know that you're on a frame. Like when I press left and right and this thing turns yellow, I know that I'm on a frame. On the photo side, is it Lightroom, Evoto, Photoshop, or Lightroom, Photoshop, Evoto? Lightroom, Photoshop, Evoto. Lightroom, Photoshop, Evoto. Only because to keep the quality consistent, because sometimes when you export from certain if you were to like do Evoto first and you export from Evoto, the quality conversion may not be the same. Like especially depending on your camera. If you're shooting with a camera less than a certain amount of megapixels, some people will do Evoto first, but it's because they have a camera with enough megapixels. If you have a camera that does not have enough megapixels, or like, you know, not I want to say beginner photographer, but you have a beginner camera that's like less than 30 megapixels on your camera, I would definitely say do Lightroom and Photoshop first and then do Evoto last, because I don't want any of your you know, you to have a quality drop. I would hate for you to have a quality drop. So just keep that in mind. That's some real shit. So that's 33, right? That's 33 megapixels. I would still say do what's name first. I would still say do I do it. I still do that. Like I have 66 megapixels, I think it is, on the A7R5. But I would still recommend doing Lightroom first, because you can go from Lightroom to Photoshop. Lightroom and Photoshop are connected. That's my editing workflow. If you guys are inside the Patreon, it goes Lightroom to Photoshop, and by the time I get to Photoshop, I may not even need to use a credit on Evoto. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes you might not even need to use a credit. So I'd rather not waste bread. Like I don't want to just throw it into Evoto and become dependent on Evoto. I'll put it into Lightroom, then put it into Photoshop, and then if I need to still, that's something I couldn't do or something that I'm pinched for time or whatever, then I'll put it in Evoto. But I'll go from Lightroom to Photoshop, export all of them, look at them if I like how they look before having to purchase any before having to put any bread into the credits. You might be straight. Hold on, that big ass move right there. This whole clip right here, like right here, I'm gonna mark it. Right here, it got smooth. This whole clip was smooth. Wait, that was a little glitch right there though. But this whole clip right here was smooth. Hold on. There we go, right before there. Turn that off. But I feel like part of it, I'm just making markers at where it's like smooth and where it's not smooth at, so I can remember. Okay, right there, there's like a hiccup right here. Right there. So I'm gonna go to here, turn these off real quick and see how I could smooth that out. And I'm gonna go back a little bit. It just snapped between multiple different things. That's what I was telling you. Remember I told y'all and I was like, oh, if you add too many keyframes, you can mess it up. Yeah, me. I just added too many right now, so it's like it made it weird. Yeah, you see? There's one right here somewhere. Right here. Right here, there we go. There we go. See? Now it's way smoother. There you go. That's great. Yeah, I bet. Oh, that looks good. I didn't even like that. That's all off the strength. I ain't even add nothing there yet. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty darn smooth for me, might I add myself. I did pretty damn good. I'm going to add just a few keyframes here. I'm going to add them very spaced out apart too. So I'm going to start them like here. I'm going to start them here. I'm going to select all these. Start them here. Go a few frames and then start and then go back to the face. Go a few frames and then bring it back to the face. Try to see if this works. Like I'm really far. I'm allowing it to be very far from itself without having to do anything. So let's see how this looks. I got to text my retainer back, y'all. Yeah, that looks smooth. That looks smooth. I'm talking about, yeah. And then this right here was like going to be a clip on its own. I'm going to go Command R, double click, and go 50%. I shot this in 60 frames per second. We just did a hybrid class on like the frame rate and camera settings and stuff for shooting videos like this. On Monday, we had a hybrid class. The recording is inside of PNG University, bro. We have a class every single Monday at 8 p.m. live. But if you don't catch a live class, the recording's inside of there too. But I literally went over this like on like shooting it in slow motion. I'm shooting it in 60 frames per second and getting it slow-mo with high quality without any stutter, frame stutter, anything like that. So I might put this here. These are all just like the praying clips that I can add over the initial prayer, because I'm going to have the initial prayer as one export by itself, and then I'm also going to have the prayer with the clips on top of it as well.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the ability to be. Dear Heavenly Father, dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the ability to be in community. We are so grateful that you know.
There we go.
Thank you so much for the.
See how I got that out? See what I'm saying? So like little stuff like that, like I just cut those things out. Hey taxi. Oh, another client. Hey yo. Y'all, I'm gonna have to lock in these bookings, bro. While I'm oh. See what I'm saying, bro? Every time I'm live or something, bro, my clients be texting and then I be taking time away from y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm sorry. All right.
Thank you so much for the.
I shot this yesterday, by the way. My turnaround time is unmatched, especially for my retainer. For my retainers, I'm like, I really, for my retainers, I really, you know, I do have favoritism, because the retainers, you know, they drop that bread. Oh. Okay, right here. There you go. I'm just cutting clips that I actually like, that I wanna keep and use, because I'm probably gonna use some of these clips as well. Yeah, I like this clip a lot. So I might do like.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the ability. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the ability to be in community. We are so grateful that you not only put us on this earth, but put us on this earth to bring people closer to you. And that is exactly put us on this earth, but
Now it's just feeling it. Sorry, y'all. Like I stopped talking, but it's just I'm feeling it now. Like I start feeling the video.
Grateful that you not only put us on this earth, but put us on this earth to bring people. Put us on this earth, but.
So now I switched up facial points. So like her face was left, and now it's right. I may go ahead and command. I may go ahead and like rotate this, like flip this horizontally. I'm trying to think if I should flip this horizontally. I might. I'm trying to think if I should or not. If I should not flip horizontal, but you know what I mean. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna go to scale, and whatever this is, I'm gonna put negative. So I'm gonna go to scale all, and I'm gonna go to negative, and hit enter. So it flipped it the other way. Now I'm gonna go to my transform negative. I'm gonna do negative as well. Or did I already do negative? Wait, let me see. Wait, I think it's, is it this one? I think it's this one. It should be Y, right? Hold on. Negative 100. No? Okay, hold on, gang. Y'all gotta chill. I swear it is, bro. Negative 100. Hold on, bro. Hold on, just chill. I gotta change the X and Y axis. I've done it before, bro. There we go. All right, hold on. I gotta zoom out. So I'm gonna go to the percentage. I'm gonna go to like 6%. I'm gonna drag this bad boy from over here to over here. Okay. All right. So I just need to change the X to negative 33. Okay. I put all. It's just the X. So whatever this is, I'm putting negative in front. Hit enter. It's gonna flip it all the way around. So now I go and fit back again. So now her face is facing the same direction. So her face is still to the left, still to the left, still to the left. Everything's left. All right, I'm gonna change the colors. I think the colors in a minute. Just vibe. I know these are like more saturation than these, and yeah, blah blah blah.
To be Heavenly Father, thank you.
Hold on, wait, let me see.
Dear Heavenly
I like before it zooms in.
Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the ability to be.
I don't know if it's gonna
For the ability to be in community. We are so grateful that in community, we are so grateful that you not only put us on this earth, but.
Oh, I kind of like the zoom out and zoom back into detail.
Thank you so much for the ability to be in community. We are so grateful that you not only put us on this earth, but put us on this earth to bring people closer to you. And that is.
Oh, it's tough. All right. Because I have like real footage too. Like I could just hit V to turn these off, and you can see like the actual.
Put us on this earth, but put us on this earth to bring people closer to you. And that is exactly what I hope to do with this event. May you open up the floodgates for everyone that steps through this door to.
So what I could do is the same thing here with the same thing here with it again. Hold on. I'm gonna hide these to stabilize it. Same way how we did earlier. Just click on when it gets to the subject. I'm gonna turn on position scale. Go a few frames forward. And keep that bad boy in the center. Few frames forward. Center. Forward. Center. Forward. Center. Forward. Center. Bro, the way that it's raining outside right now is like, it should be illegal, bro. Like, it's raining crazy right now. Like I really think, like, it has me really thinking I'm about to lose my power, bro. Like, it's raining bad right now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. I gotta grab the arrow. There you go. Bro, did I grab the wrong thing?
God,
let me see.
As we move our bodies and honor you through our movement. If there is any atmosphere or any presence that we would want here, it is yours. We praise you.
There we go.
Worship you.
Yo, I gotta text my client back, bro. Y'all gonna have to hold on.
That we are
Cause I just got texted by a client, you know what I'm saying, that dropped that.
putting this event together.
Oh, did I just take the wrong point? I think I just moved the wrong thing.
And it is in your name that we pray. Amen.
There you go. I think I did it right, bro.
To bring people closer to you, and that is exactly what I hope to do with this event. May you open up the floodgates for everyone that steps through this door to feel welcome in this space, Father God, as we move our bodies and honor you through our movement. If there is any atmosphere or any presence that we would want here, it is yours.
Yeah, great little balance. Man, stop playing with me. I'm good at what I do, yan.
And it is because of you that we are putting this event together. And it is in your name that we pray. Amen.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Dear Heavenly Father.
Text on screen in the middle. That's what's gonna be.
Thank you so much for the ability to be in community.
By the way, to do text on screen, I'm going to go ahead and select this. Right click and hit generate captions, subtitles, or captions. Subtitles. I'm going to generate the subtitles on the top right here. Select all of these. Go to the options. I can go and change the font. I actually think I like that font. I forgot what it was called. Let me see. I think I like there's a sans. There's one that I liked that was like kind of normal. It was pretty darn normal. Where is it at? Arial? Was it Arial? It's not Arial. I'm gonna leave Arial real quick though. I'm gonna just go to the text. You can go ahead and remove. Say opacity of the background. Remove that. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the font. So all of them are in the middle. Hold. There you go. A little bit further down. Bro, go up. There we go. Right there. So now all of them should be in the middle, just like so.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the ability to be in community. We are so grateful that you.
And then to remove this little X right here, I literally just go back to where it says view, go to where it says show horizon, and turn it off. If you have a custom overlay, you can use it. I have some custom overlays for myself that I use when editing, so it has like title safe and stuff like that. I'm thinking about making some for y'all, but just let me know if y'all even interested in that. Let me know down below. And
put us on this earth, but put us on this earth to bring people closer to you, and that is exactly what I hope to do with this event. May you open up the floodgates for everyone that steps through this door to feel welcome in this space, Father God, as we move our bodies and honor you through our movement. If there is any atmosphere or any presence that we would want here, it is yours.
I really don't like how it's covering her face, but that bit in the center, so it's like I might have to think about what I'm gonna do. Cause right here it was tough, but then when it started covering her face, it's like it's still in the center, but it's covering her face. So that's where like the new problem is represented. But it's showing the cross, like that's the thing. So maybe I do it a little bit higher. If I do it higher, then when it gets up here, hold on, wait, maybe I do it here, and then when it gets here, let's see if this looks crazy if I go up higher after it's here now.
Welcome in this space, Father God, as we move our bodies.
You can't even read it. The lighting is crazy. All right, maybe we do. All right. Just vibe with me. Vibe with me quick. All right, maybe we go down. Right, maybe we go down. We go down to like right above the right above like where the Instagram name and stuff would be, right? Like right there.
Dear Heaven, Restored to feel welcome in this space, Father God, as we move our bodies and honor you through our.
And then now select all of this, and then go to text. Go to drop shadow. Turn that bad boy on. Go to shadow. Go to the color of the drop shadow. Black is chill. I think I'm gonna try to up the blurriness though, so that way it doesn't look so much. Distance of the blurriness, that way you can see it. Now press play.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so
right inside Final Cut. Stop playing games.
much for the ability to be in community. We are so grateful that you not only put us on this earth, but put us on this earth to bring people closer to you. And that is exactly what I hope to do with this event. May you open up the floodgates for everyone that steps through this door to feel welcome in this space, Father God, as we move our bodies and honor you through our movement. If there is any atmosphere or any presence that we would want here, it is yours. We praise you, we worship you, and it is because of you that we are putting this event together. And it is in your name that we pray. Amen.
All right, let's see. One of my clients just asked if Monday was a good time for our retainer. Let me ask if this is a good time. Y'all, let me know if this is ass or not. Fab just sent me this.
I feel like traveling my way of running away from home.
I feel like traveling is everyone's way of running from home. I feel like that's the whole point of people like
Traveling.
who travel. Like my travel began as running away from home. When I first started traveling, it was everything was break even. That was my only goal. That's my only goal. My goal wasn't even like trying to make revenue. It was break even. It was pay rent with whatever money I make here in our city, and outside of that break even. Literally hotel plus flight, and I might go negative $50. I might go negative might even go negative 150 depending on what I'm doing out there. We might even go negative 600 casino. You know what I'm saying?
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that, bro. We win every single time.
If I could break even just to get away from the house,
for sure.
just to get away,
Bro, I feel like that's part of like that startup mindset, bro. We seen what the vision could have been while we was on the road, right? So we just needed to figure out the right formula to execute the vision, bro.
Hold on, let me check my calendar, y'all. I'm sorry, hold on. I check my calendar. My client just asked me if I'm available for the retainer. Let me see. To let them know if I'm actually available. All right, am I available on Tuesday? Oh no, Monday. Monday at let me see. Wait, let me see. Should I send them the booking link though? I'm trying to think. Should I send them the link or should I just tell them? Let me go look at my booking link real quick. Because I just made a new package, so I may be able to just send them the new packages, because I just made new packages, like just made new packages. Let's see. I just made new packages. Put it in my calendar. Alright, I told him to send me a reference video. Alright, sorry y'all. Alright. If y'all have not already, join the Discord, bro. That bit free. Alright, I gotta figure out which bro, it is crazy how dark it is outside right now. Like, it's like OD dark right now, y'all. Like, it's like scary how dark it is. Okay, but I think this is good. So that's one's for that. Also with this, I can go ahead and click here and hold Command B to chop. Click here, go Command B to chop. So now all of the only footage that gets affected is this one. I'm gonna go ahead and go Option A again. Drag all the way over so I can go ahead and create that contrast layer, so I can get that kind of like that depth, the deepness of how I want it to look. I'm gonna go ahead and go to image correction. I'm gonna go ahead and go to, I can go to curves, I can go to color curves, or I can go to hue and saturation curves, or color adjustment. I'm gonna go to color adjustment. Color board is kind of cool too, but color board is kind of like weird. I mean, I'll use it if y'all want me to. All right, so this color board, you have your global, you have shadows, you have midtones, you have highlights, you have saturation for the same thing, you have exposure. Exposure is kind of weird. Exposure is kind of a weird one, but you still have the shadows, right, of your exposure. You have your midtones of the exposure, so whatever you want to get depth in midtones, and you have your highlights. So it just lets you play with them separately. Same thing with colors. So you have your global, like what do you want the overall coloring to look like? That's kind of like that, what you would do. So depending on how you want it to look, whether you want it warm or whatever, double click it to go back. Shadows, what color do you want your shadows to be? You have your midtones, what color you want your midtones to be, and same thing for highlights. Now I'm gonna go to regular. The easiest one to use is the color adjustments, because it's literally just like it looks like Lightroom. Like it looks like Lightroom, it's like Photoshop. Like it doesn't look hard to use, right? So I can go ahead and press color, see what the auto adjustment does. It's going up hella on the saturation. I don't really like how crazy it is on saturation. I'm gonna zoom into a part where I can see her face a bit closer. And I'm gonna go ahead and go down. I don't want it that saturated. Maybe these look fine. Maybe the real problem is more so probably these clips, like this clip right here. Yeah, I think it's more so these clips that need the extra boost in saturation. And contrast. So I'm gonna go up in contrast a little bit, because I feel like the contrast will help it pop out a little bit more too. Yeah. And then there should be a black point on here. Go down to black point. I feel like it looks a lot more like richer and deep in color. Highlights are still busting here. If I want, I can go up and like do a highlights only layer. Let's say I'm gonna do actually I'm gonna just do it on this actual one. So I'm gonna click on here. I'm gonna go to corrections, go to color adjustments, and I can go down on the highlights themselves in the shoot. So in the session just like so, or go up. So I go down to highlights to mute those, take those out a little bit. Some of the highlights get taken out of her face too, so you just keep that in mind when you're doing that. I'm gonna go down to like 20 something. And then I can show you guys the befores and afters before the adjustments. Right.
Dear Heavenly Father.
Like, these really don't need that extra adjustment for real. Like, I could take it off of these. I think these look fine. These have like that extra punch of color that don't really need it. So I think this clip needs it. So I'm gonna go ahead and Command B to cut right here. These clips don't need it. I'm gonna cut right here and then scale this over here and delete this first clip, because only one that needs the adjustment layer is literally this middle clip right here. So this needs it, and then everything after this part needs it. Like, so these don't need it, but this one does, because if it didn't have it, it would look like even drier. You see? So yeah.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the ability to be in community. We are so grateful that you not only put us on this earth, but put us on this earth to bring people closer to you. And that is exactly what I hope to do with this event. May you open up the floodgates for everyone that steps through this door to feel welcome.
My client just sent me an example video.
I
feel like I'm burning all my time.
Hold on. If there is any atmosphere or any presence that we would want here, it is
an example
yours.
video. Hold on.
We praise you, we worship you, and it is because of you that we are putting this event together. And it is in your name that we pray. Amen.
I gotta send it to Fab because the client wants this to be the example video. Copy. I gotta see how many angles this is. So this impromptu branding session.
And I'm happy here. So
for Monday. I'm gonna show y'all so y'all can see. So I'm filming this on Monday, but I need to see what the vibe is.
I feel like I'm burning all my taste buds. Yeah. With a flame torch. Oh!
Okay, so that's the intro. All right, so the client's gonna be basically playing a game with their significant other. So what I'm trying to figure out right now is how many cameras they need. So this is one angle. Which I'm a screenshot. This is one angle for the mood board that I'm going to be creating. This is one angle. This is the second angle. Hold on. This is just a zoom in of that main angle, but I'm trying to find the second angle. I think it's right here. There we go. Second angle. And then I'll try to find that third angle. Is the main angle just on the contestant, or is it also, is there another camera? I don't even think there's a third camera on the main guy. I literally think it's just, oh, there's one right here.
Pete says.
There we go. Third angle. So kind of like over his shoulder, over her shoulder. All right. These are the angles. All right, bet. All right, sorry, y'all. There we go. Hey, girly. All right, let me see. Before, after. So these colors are fine. I don't have to go back on these colors. All right, so literally I can export this. The best way to export it will hit I, and you can hit O. I didn't add any music to it. We hit O just like that, and you can export that bad boy right there. It's okay. Everybody's been MIA, bro. Everybody's been going through everything, so I'm not holding it against you, bro. I understand. I've even been damn near MIA. I literally just basically came back to the chat. Is it still raining, bro? It's raining so freaking bad right now, bro. Like when I tell you, like it's pitch black, like it's like I don't even know if like I feel like I mean if it would have went out, it probably would have been went out. If my lights would have went out, it would have been went out. All right, so this is the color before. Y'all see how like low-key gray. I can just take this and either hold Alt or Option, or just put Command C and then just Command V and paste it on top. So you guys see before and after. So this is how they look with the color, without the color, with the color, without the color. Why is it shifting over? No idea, bro. But I'm gonna just drag it over and use it for over here, because all these clips like I have, I just take like behind the scenes raw BTS for them and just snapping it all in there like that. So yeah. But nah, it's still raining. It's raining like crazy. I'm like, it's actually insane. All right, so all of these raw clips, I might not use any of these. I might just give these to them. I'm trying to see the colors. Them setting up. Yeah, all this is gonna be like recap style. Like just clips with no audio. I'm gonna do clips with no audio. And I think she wanted a voiceover of like her praying, and then like these different clips of like this stuff on there as well. So I'm gonna do that also. This was cool, bro. Yeah, it was fun. Like this venue is huge, bro. We were out there promoting the venue. They have an event coming. All right, right when it starts to get weird or wobble, y'all, boom. What I do, I cut right before it gets wobbly. Bam, I'm gonna cut. Bam. When it gets back right again, one more time, right, focused in on there. Right before I start moving, boom, cut. Now I could delete this. I could have hit 1 on the timeline too. How I showed you guys. Just like so. There you go, just like so. Now I'm gonna go ahead and select this and hit 2 on my timeline. Like I showed you guys earlier, I showed y'all the keyboard shortcuts. Hit 2. 2 is gonna delete everything that's to this right. Boom. Right? I relatively, like while I'm editing, y'all, for real, on some real shit, I keep my hand on this whole side. So from here over, all of these are keyboard shortcuts for me. Because when I'm editing, I don't want to have to touch nothing over here. Right? So I'm right here. Majority of everything over here is reformatted for me while I'm editing. Right? So I have this right here as my cut button. I have this right here as trim to start. I have this right here as trim to end. I have this right here as my space. So this right here is space, pause, and play. I have this as delete. So I have all these buttons as something different over here. All right, you guys? So it's remapped. Yeah. And to find that again, you go to, I think it's Shift Option K, or I think it's Control Option K is one of those. Oh, Control Command K. Oh, Option Command K. Found it. I don't know what the hell I just did, but Option Command K. I got it. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all. Sorry, I was trying to figure it out what it was. But Option Command K. Boom, right there. So yeah, and you just go find out what each of your keyboards are. So mine right here is remapped. This right here I have as delete. I have all these something different, right? My space is already space. All these are something different. Zoom in, zoom out of the timeline. So everything on this side is something different. These are what they were on. This is the speed up too, by the way. If you want to speed up like faster and watch the video faster, you want to watch the video slower, it is J. Or you want to watch it in reverse, it's J, right? And then I'm gonna just show you right now. So if I press play and I press L on my keyboard, it's gonna speed, right? Ready?
Yep. Ready? I'm gonna come out.
And then the faster I press it, the faster it goes. So now it goes ×4. This comes in handy when editing a vlog. Like when I'm editing a vlog or something, it comes in handy so I can see what I said fast. I can edit 2 times as fast. I literally love using that, right? So it speeds through the timeline really, really fast. You can hear the voice's audio and then just cut whatever you need to cut whenever you need to cut it. So I'm gonna just literally every time it gets smooth, I'll make a cut and then just add that to the overall thing. I had to do a point of view. I did a POV where they were cheersing it together, right? It's like as it was pulling out. I did one where she was talking to her over her shoulder, like that. I did one where she was talking to her over her shoulder, like, girl, what? They was laughing and stuff, so I made them do it again. And then I had her do it again. This is at 1.4, y'all. And then I had her do it on her side, where she was talking to her like, bruh, she could not be serious. It was hilarious. But I had her do it as well. Where I had her talking and sipping her matcha, because they're doing prayer and Pilates. So they're doing Pilates at this venue. And there's it's gonna be like a matcha cart and stuff. So it's gonna be really, really cute. And then pushing out. It's like, so I had to do it again because I think I got that one wrong. I had to do it twice though. Yeah, there you go. So for y'all to see this better, I'm gonna zoom it out for y'all so y'all can see it for real. So the overall clip, I always film these horizontally because my clients, my branding clients, they'll have a YouTube, an Instagram, a TikTok, and a Facebook. So I try to film it horizontal because I never know what they want to use it for, and then I just use the thirds of portions of it as parts for the reel or as parts of the short. Especially being that I have hella megapixels on my camera, like it's okay. And being that it's a high quality camera, it's okay. But I got that step out was cute. So I didn't do it twice. So I'll go to where before it was smooth. Right when I started moving, I'm gonna make a cut. Right, this one, right before I started, make a cut, and where I ended, make a cut. I was off center, so I low-key messed up. I would have to just move this one over. But being that I have, imagine if I shot this vertical, I would not have any extra frames to use, bro. Like I'd be shit out of luck. So I'm gonna delete that. And you see these, I have these are all bad take, and then boom. So as you guys can see right here is me getting my lighting right. Like I'm going up and down on my ISO, trying to see which ISO I like, which is why it's flickering. Cause I was trying to figure it out. But the whole BTS for this, real raw unfiltered BTS, is dropping inside of the Patreon. I dropped the BTS, the raw BTS for all my shoots, bro. Like every shoot you ever probably seen, I've got some BTS for it. And it drops fairly fast because it's not edited. Like it's literally just whatever the raw BTS I shot, whatever happened there, real raw and unfiltered, y'all get to watch it. And then if I do a BTS video on YouTube, y'all think y'all saw everything, you know what I'm saying? But there's a raw version with no cuts on inside the Patreon too. So all of this is unusable. I was finding all my I was finding my whatever it's called. I forgot, bro. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I was finding the angle. But I like her helping part, so I'm probably gonna keep this whole part right here. I'm gonna cut this part out. I just hit one on my keyboard, all the way here. Boom, boom, them together helping. It was cute. That was a cute right here. Boom. Select it again. I'm gonna hit one on my keyboard when I find the next shot. So boom, this next shot. Her putting it down.
I told y'all, orbits.
The whole goal right now is showing them the setup. Oh, y'all can hear me talking, and I'm like, I'm telling you guys, orbits. Make sure to orbit. Like you can literally hear me yapping, bro. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick some of the behind the scenes, so y'all know that boy ain't flagging out the top, man. See, I know I'm not flagging out the top, man. Let me show y'all real quick. Hold on. I need to close my window. My window open. It's dark outside. And I got lights on inside. Crazy setup. Alright, bet. So y'all can see right here. I'm gonna show y'all. So these are the clips right here. Boom.
And just leave it there and let that bad boy ride. So I'm at 2.8 right now.
I was chewing gum this whole video, so just chill, bro. Like it was either I chew gum
and just leave it there.
It's either I chew gum and not have stink breath, or chew gum or not chew gum and have stink breath. So I know y'all wouldn't want me to have stink breath in front of my clientele, correct? Okay then. So leave me alone. All right, I'm sorry. Y'all gonna complain in the comments? That's fine. It helps me concentrate too, bro. Like it's like, would y'all rather not have BTS or would y'all rather have BTS? See that orbit? I'm getting that orbit in, bro. This is fresh off a leg day. My freaking legs hurted, boy. So bending down was like low-key hard to be an option. But I should have gotten a lot deeper inside of my it's like watching film. I love it. I should have definitely got deeper into my orbit. Like I should have got deeper into my ninja walk. I should have gotten deeper with my legs to make it a lot more stable. I was being lazy. All right, I was being lazy. It's okay though. I was being very lazy, but it's okay. Oh, that bad boy fell. You see that? The wind.
Oh shit.
We had a lot going on, bro. It started storming while we were out here. Shit got crazy.
Something out of the car.
We had we was troubleshooting. It was crazy. It was a crazy setup. But one thing about me though, I'm gonna keep a cool head, but we be going through motherfucking adversity and whatever you want to say. I'm gonna keep that smooth head. Yeah, I shot with a lantern outside. They be like, it was like, you shot with a lantern outside? Yes. And I did. I never seen anybody do that. I know. You're welcome. You're welcome for the idea. Nah, this was tough though. We got a new lens too that we're using for the BTS camera as well, y'all. Her storage on her phone over.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of course it is.
Storage on her phone is over, boy. Bruh, this is like, bro, I have to keep documenting. I just watch stuff like this and like pure documentation is like the vibes, bro. I love my client.
Come on.
I love this so much.
This is what I'm saying, like, bruh.
The panning out is
Come on, I was like, bro, I had that, like, that's a clip in itself, you know what I'm saying? And words on even words across, like.
Oh, I really appreciate it. I was telling her, she's like, is that your friend? I was like, yes, that is my friend. I was like,
But I got all this footage for y'all for class, bro. So like we went over hybrid on Monday, and I got a lot of footage now to use for the teaching material.
Think you are? Okay, that's all I had to say. I don't care how far you.
We got a lot of material, bro. A lot of material.
Fitness.
This is an unfiltered.
Hey, we just wrapped up a shoot, man. You picked up that new.
I did. Oh yeah. Boy, I got that 35 1.4. I'm gonna put some stuff on the screen on the screen for y'all to see. The crispiness of this 1.4 is my first time shooting with this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My first time shooting with this, bro. This bad boy right here, that 1.4 in this location. If you guys can see, I don't know if the camera can really pick it up because that camera lens is f2.8, but it's dark in here, right? I can't film normally on my phone, XYZ, a lot of noise on my phone.
It was so dark in there.
Sensor.
The fact that this camera makes it look like it's light shows you the power of 2.8. Because it's dark in there. Them lights are not as bright as they look, bro. Them lights make it look like they're actually lighting up the area. They were not, which is why I used a lantern. That was why I used the lantern softbox. Had it been enough, I wouldn't use a lantern softbox. It was not enough. I had to use a lantern softbox, brother. Like, come on, bro. Like what? Like what? Y'all, I gotta start doing some other stuff, bro. I gotta get on a call with a client, bro. Bro, I might have to get on a call with a client. Somebody just hit me up for a website review. Should I make it a video? Somebody hit me up for like a one-on-one for a website review. I want to make it a video, but I gotta make sure they're okay with me showing everything. I might end live, y'all, low key, cause I gotta use the bathroom. I might end that bit, or I might just give y'all a video to watch. Should I give y'all a video to watch and then come back, or should I just end? Cause y'all that's not talking. It's like 9 y'all in here, and y'all don't say nothing. And when y'all don't say nothing, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and like do something else and not do this. But for everybody that watched the tutorial video portion wise, if you're watching this from Patreon, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below what questions you guys have. All right, let me know down below. I'm making so much content for you guys. Right, we have a new Q&A channel inside of the Discord community as well. Free Q&A channel for you to ask questions. When you ask the questions, I'll be making a weekly video, right? So every Friday, I'm trying to make every Friday at 2. I'm gonna try to do it. All right, every single Friday, I will do my best to post a video on Fridays, right? Answering those questions, right? And then I want to also do some weekly critiques, like weekly live. Like, as you guys put your photos inside the critique channel, I want to do some surprise critiques, like out of nowhere, make a video of me critiquing y'all work, like live from the Discord. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's that as well. And then also tutorial request channel inside of the Discord. Make sure to go and ask questions inside of there. The tutorial request channel. Making tutorials and videos, anything about hybrid photography or photography in general, or what I do. It's the entire blueprint, right? PNG University is my entire blueprint. It's the PNG blueprint, the taxi PNG blueprint, the blueprint to everything hybrid photography, videography, content creation, content creating related things of that nature. All right. Let me know down below. Let me know below. Until next time. YouTube, y'all thought I was about to stop recording? Ha ha! Y'all thought I was done with y'all? I ain't done with y'all that yet. I was just finishing the video because I gotta upload it to the Patreon. I gotta edit that real quick though, because I feel like there was some parts in there that was like not fully there. That's about to piss me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So hold on, because my client asked me to review this. Bro, my computer's about to fry. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, all right? Just heads up, just the heads up. My computer is about to fry. If it starts stuttering, don't get mad at me, bro. Get mad at this damn software, okay? All right. Mad early, man. I've been live forever. Mad early, man. I've been live forever. You know what I'm saying? What you mean by mad? What you mean mad early? I feel like I've been live forever, bro. I've been live for like 2 hours. I've been live for a cool 2 hours already. All right, let's see if this works. But this whole time I had no audio, bro. I was talking to y'all the entire intro of this with no audio, bro. Like I had audio. I don't, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead. The PP1. So, oh, I did have audio. You had them drag them up. Wait, y'all told me y'all couldn't hear me, bro. Oh, y'all couldn't hear me. Guys, again. So, appreciate you, bro. What did it do for the first like X, Y, and Z? No audio. Crazy bones. You said, man, this is why you don't post. What do you mean? Bro, I get off the thing, bro. Hey, bro, looking through 30 while trying to plan individual shoots for some of them at the same time. See what I'm saying is, let me close this damn window. Because they probably, my neighbor's looking at me, bro. They need to mind their damn business. Randomly cut out after you say Rec 709. For real? All right, I'm about to figure it out. So you guys see, okay, literally you can look at here and see where it cuts out at, bro. It literally cuts out right here. Bro, that bit cut out. And like, what is this? Oh, you couldn't hear me, but you could hear it. Bro, that's crazy beans, bro. Another one you could hear, But you can hear all of these, bro. This is crazy, bro. All right, you guys. This is going to be a video on the paid version of DaVinci Resolve, right? I'm about to remove some silences. I kind of want to show you guys how to remove silences. This is the paid version of DaVinci Resolve, though, by the way. So before I show you this, the regular version don't do this shit. All right, the paid version does. All right, I'm about to do a little bit of editing in here for a video that I'm about to upload to the Patreon. So I'm doing a tutorial when I can. All right, I told you guys I'm going to try to create DaVinci tutorials, but I don't want to create any tutorials that are not in the same direction of what I'm already doing. Like I don't want to like have to, I don't want to say go out of my way because I already go out of my way. I don't want to say go out of my way because I already go out of my way for y'all ass. But what I'm trying to say is I don't want to make extra work for myself when I already have work to do for clients. So I'm going to try to figure out how I can create the tutorials while doing the work for the clients. It's called being proactive. All right. So create the content while at the same time create the tutorials for the clients. All right. Yeah. Type shit. All right. So we go ahead and hop into it. Making sure that check. All right, everything works. So I'm inside of the, okay, when you upload stuff into your, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, what the hell? All right, after you start, you wanna drag your footage in here. This is called the media pool, right? This is your media, this is your timeline. This is a timeline, all right? This is your media, this is your timeline. Whatever the hell else you add in here will all be under here, under the media pool, right? This is the media pool, right? All right. Okay. Don't touch shit else. You don't got to touch transit. Don't touch nothing else right now, bro. Like, just drag and drop your stuff in there. We chilling. I like to use this when I want to cut silences out of my videos automatically without having to, like after I'm done editing. So if I edit in Final Cut or something like that, and I'm like, oh shit, I actually need to cut silences out, or I had too many pauses. Prime example, right? In this video right here with y'all. This is the cutting tab, right? So I'm gonna go to the regular tab. This is the cutting tab. I'm rarely ever in this bitch. Like I'm like never in this tab right here. I'm always here. I'm always in these. I'm always in these tabs. I don't use these to the left. These to the left, like I don't really use these. All right. I'm usually over here. All right. I'm banging over here. This is color grading. We'll talk about that shit in a minute. This is fusion. Don't touch that right now, bro. You're a beginner in DaVinci. Do not touch that right now. All right, we're going to go over some very basic beginner things in DaVinci. Don't touch that. All right, stay your ass right here. Right, learn this tab first before you touch any other tab. Whenever you begin learning anything, learn one thing at a time. Like I told you guys when we started posing, what I tell you how to do? Learn one thing at a time. When I started teaching you guys how to pose the top of the body first, pose the bottom of the body first, then the top, or pose the top of the body first, then the bottom. Split it in half. All right. If there's 4 things here for you to learn in DaVinci, there's 4 things to learn, right? You have the regular, edit window, the overall edit, the overall timeline, right? Then you have fusion, then you have color grading, and then you have this shit that got a weird ass name, but I'm just call it audio. This shit's called like fairy tale or some shit, like Fairlight. It's called Fairlight. Why? No idea. All right. So I think that's actually what the symbol, what the emblem is called, but I digress. So you got the you got color, you got fusion. You only need these. This is the export tab. We'll talk about that later when we're exporting. We're not doing that right now. But yeah, so only learn this. Learn this one first to the best of your ability before touching anything else. All right. Only use this tab when you're first learning. All right. All right. So we got that out of the way. So this right here is your timeline, right? Very, very basic timeline vibes, things of that nature. If you notice how when I move this, the audio moves with it. Inside of Final Cut, these are one thing. So for example, this kind of emulates Final Cut more. If you look right here, this is all your audio and your video are together, which is why they just have the cutter, so it's easier to cut things. But I like to cut it here because I want to see both. In Final Cut, I don't be looking at this. However, in Final Cut, I can see it if I want. So if I were to select this right here, I could right click it, I could detach audio. So now it's literally the same thing that DaVinci has right here. But I like how Final Cut already has it attached without me having to attach it myself if I want to make it, but without having to make it a compound clip or something like that. I kind of like how Final Cut does that. But DaVinci, that's just how it's built. And yeah, that's just one of the things that it has. It has a lot of strong suits as well, that like help you, that you can also edit fast with, but you can still edit. You still are gonna, DaVinci's not gonna outspeed Final Cut. Final Cut will forever be faster than DaVinci. However, DaVinci will always be more advanced than Final Cut. But do you need everything that's in DaVinci? Hell no. Will Final Cut get you through? Yes. Will it make you $100,000? Yes. All right. Why did I start using DaVinci? Because y'all ass wants me to, right? I use DaVinci about 25% of the time. I'm trying to get more to where I use Final Cut 50% and DaVinci 50%, so that way I could teach you guys. A lot of you guys use DaVinci. I don't use DaVinci like that. I only use it for weddings. Don't use it for recap videos. I use it for weddings and weddings, documentary style content, and podcast. That's literally all I use it for right now. And then like certain types of effects that it has that I need to use when I want to get more advanced, I use the fusion table, stuff like that, and I use it for creating LUTs and color grading. That's literally it. Outside of that, like I'm using Final Cut Pro every single day of my life. DaVinci, out of 7 days, I'm using Final Cut Pro 7 days out of 7. DaVinci, I'm using 2 out of 7, right? Or 1 out of 7 for real, right? So yeah. All right, so this is that. If you don't want this to be connected, you can select it and you can go ahead and hit this little link and it'll unlink it. So now when you click one thing, you can change just the one thing, and also it will glow up red, basically showing you how much further you moved it away. So this is plus 2 minutes and 7 seconds. This is minus 2 minutes and 7 seconds. So the more you bring it back, it'll get closer and closer to where it's actually synced up until it actually gets synced again. And if you select them again, you hit the link, it'll link them again. All right. So yeah, so that's really cool. B, blade tool to cut things, so you can cut things out, move things around. One thing I don't like about DaVinci is that when you cut things, they don't necessarily like stay right there, or it doesn't like there, sometimes you'll have a hole in your footage. So let's say, for example, if I cut this, you have a hole in your footage. That's one thing I don't like about DaVinci, which I feel like is like pretty aggravating. There's a keyboard shortcut for it, but I just kind of, I guess, deal with it, I guess you'd say, and I just leave it how it is, and I'll just literally just move it every time I cut it. Whenever I cut something, I'll move it around. But right now, I'm gonna be just removing silences from this video. So I'm gonna select everything, right click, and I'm gonna go to where it says ripple delete. Wait, is it ripple delete? Wait, there's something else. Ripple delete is it, but there's something else that I think it makes it, that's actually better. I'm gonna say ripple delete. Let me see. Nope, that shit's wrong. I'm gonna double click. Is it ripple cut? No, bitch. It's something ripple, bro. Hold on, just chill real quick. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. We're gonna work through this shit together. I do this thing every day. I think me recording is throwing up my brain right now. All right, let me see. Edit. Remove attributes. Nope. Y'all are scaring me. I think because y'all are watching me, I'm getting fucked up right now. Tell people if they switch, don't forget to look at controls. They're able to be customized. Oh yeah. The keyboard shortcuts definitely are able to be customized. Only thing I can say is that they're still not the same, bro. Like it be pissing me off because like they're still not the same. Like there's so much that's like not the same. I be clicking stuff because being that I use Final Cut more, I be clicking stuff accidentally, like in here, and I'm like, bruh, I can't even do that. Like I be clicking stuff accidentally, not even trying to, bro. So yeah, I definitely could say that it's pretty aggravating, might I add. Pretty aggravating. All right, y'all are scaring me. Hold on, bro. Where's it at? All right, audio operations. There we go. All right, so click it. Audio. You want to go to audio operations? I don't think it pops up right here. Sometimes it does. Like it's weird sometimes. So I'm gonna go to, I think it's either mark or view, and I'm gonna go to audio operations. Clip audio operations. It should be, yeah, audio operations, and then ripple delete silences. I'm gonna click that. I knew it was ripple delete. See, I ain't slow, bruh. I know what it is. I be just, you know what I'm saying? And now it's gonna highlight all the silences in the video, right? So if you change it, you can play around with the threshold, and it will adjust as needed, right? So if my threshold is like how low of a dB does it have to be for you to delete that silence out, for you to count the silence. So if I put the dB up higher, it's gonna think everything is worth it. So it needs to be lower than negative 33 dB for me at least, right? If the sound in there is lower than negative 33 dB, delete that bit, right? Now you have a you have the tail, which is like how much of the back you want to leave off, so that way it like doesn't cut off your words. So if I say the word forget, it might cut off the T at the end because it was a lower dB than the whole word forget. So like my octaves were up there, right? Pre-head, it'll cut for the front, so you can like, you know, kind of help with the front with the front of it. And then yeah, and then you can crossfade the audio. You can automatically crossfade the audio to like make it like blend more if you want to. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit remove because I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna hit remove. It's gonna cut them all and match them all together. So now all of the silences in this video are cut. Right, so you don't need, like, you know what I'm saying, something else. So this is really cool. This is like one of the main reasons I even got DaVinci, because it makes my life a lot easier when vlogging or making videos or editing anything or doing, like, if I do a talking head video or something, I pause every time I mess up a line. Like I might stutter, I might pause, I'm gonna say I literally it's really bad, because like if you ever watch me film a video, I literally go like I literally make that sound for some reason. Like I think it's because I'm neurodivergent, but I'll go blah, 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 and I'll stop and I'll start again, and literally right there is like where I'll cut. So like I'll stop, pause, because I know I'm shooting for the edit. So when I'm recording this video, I'm thinking about the edit already. I'm thinking about how when I look at this timeline, there's going to be parts of this timeline where I'm not speaking. So I stop talking, so that way this timeline goes below a certain dB, and that it will indicate, right, that that's a silence, so it will cut it, right? So now it makes my life easier. So when I'm done with the part, I'll stop talking, and then I'll go again. Right, so
prayer and Pilates, and the answer is no. Who is prayer and Pilates for? Everyone.
And what I did was I also masked out the back, right? So we got all of that. It cut out that front part with all like the bad parts where like nothing was like showing, I guess. This is my first time using it. You want a microphone right now? Right? Rec 709 is kind of like your base. I'm gonna delete this because I feel like it made no damn sense. See, look, that's my problem with this. So I'll delete that. And now it's like you gotta move the whole damn timeline like to click with, bro. Like that's like my main problem when it comes to I'm gonna hit magnet. My main problem when it comes to DaVinci. There's a keyboard shortcut. Do I remember what it is? Hell nah. So I literally just be moving it back up, bro. But what happens is, right, is you'll be editing and you'll export this video and it'll export with a blank frame right here on my timeline. I'm already knowing that I'm gonna start the edit here. See what I'm saying? So literally what you gotta do is what I do at least is just select everything, bro, and pull that bad boy forward, bro. That's what I do, bro. When I'm recording, right? So from here, I'm already having it in my mind when I'm recording. I know I'm gonna start right here when I'm editing to chop right here, and then let it keep going, and then boom, I'm gonna cut before it gets unstable again, right? So I already have this in my mind while I'm. All right, so that's how to do the detecting the silences. That's actually very, very simple, I would say, for sure. And then when we're about to say this weird button, yeah, it's weird, bro. You customize here to see, right, to close gaps. It's something about closing gaps. It's weird, but that's how to detect the silences inside of DaVinci Resolve. If y'all got some more questions, definitely ask so I can get some more tutorials. Try to think about what else I want to show y'all in here. It's like I have to remember to have a beginner's mind. I'm like, oh, what would beginners not know how to do inside DaVinci Resolve? The silences definitely is a thing. I would say something about nodes, but I just want to keep y'all in this tab. I think we're gonna go tab by tab. Every tutorial I drop is gonna be tab by tab. We're gonna start off with this tab, then we go to the next tab, then we go to the next. We're gonna start off tab by tab. So each tutorial is gonna be a different tab. So that's how to cut out silences inside DaVinci Resolve. And now that is one of them videos for y'all to be able to hear. I want to put titles on this, but I'm thinking if I really should or not though. What song is playing right now? All right, I actually don't know if I should cut these silences out back here because I feel like there's silences cut out back here that may not need to be cut by a client, you know what I'm saying, that dropped that.
Putting this event together.
Oh, did I just take the wrong point? I think I just moved the wrong thing.
And it is in your name that we pray. Amen. There you go.
I think I did it right, bro.
To bring people closer to you.
I think those are needed because I feel like if I cut those silences out, I think I just need to cut the silences out of the front because if I cut the silences out of everything, I think everything in the back end was chill, right? Like I think everything in the back end was chill. I think it's just these two main silences up here up front. So I could literally just cut these manually too. So I could just go here. And the crazy part is Command B does not work. If I hit Command B, it's not cutting nothing. So I literally have to hit B as blade. I literally have to I have to go in one day manually and change my things to be the same on DaVinci, like fully the same. Cause like I changed some things to be the same on DaVinci as Final Cut. But it's aggravating, bro. It's like it's not fully the same. But I only did a few things. But I'm gonna try to like get it to where I can change everything to be the same. If I hit A, it still changes like my like what I'm touching. So it's still not bad. So A, B, like it goes through the different tools. So that's still not bad. And if I hold Command, it still does that. It's still the same, but then it still has these blanks, which is kind of weird. So, but yeah, it's okay. It's also why I don't fully edit stuff inside of DaVinci. I'll start to edit off either in DaVinci or I'll start to edit off in Final Cut and finish it in DaVinci. Like I kind of do I kind of go back and forth with certain types of stuff. Like when I'm color grading something that I really need color grading, like deep color grading, like wedding style shit, then we start off in DaVinci and then we go to Final Cut. If it's like something that's like a vlog and I want to cut silences out and have a lot of silences, I'll start off in Final Cut and then go in DaVinci. Like, that's the vibes for real. I think those are the only 2 silences that really need to get cut out. I think everything else was fine. Let me see what this was. For my client, I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. There's a silence there for some reason. I'm going to cut that out though, just in case. There's like a keyboard shortcut. That's like, bro, like, DaVinci has its upsides, but it damn sure got its downsides too. I think everything else was me explaining and doing things in these silences, which is why it's not good to cut these out. Like, I think I was physically doing a tutorial. Yeah, like I'm doing a tutorial and moving stuff around. So y'all gotta watch that. So I can't just cut those silences out. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes it'll cut silences out that like you as the human know that you should never wanted to cut out. So just kind of keep that in mind too. Also, if you click on the timeline, the playhead does not move. You have to literally click in here. Also aggravating. Or you can click on here. So if you move it on here, it'll do it too. But if you don't click up here, that bit not gonna move, bro. Like you gotta, like I'm clicking all of this, you gotta like literally move it. That's my, that's my only thing. That's my only pet peeve for real. With that, like at least. And I also can't like scroll left and right by holding down shift and scrolling. On Final Cut, I can hold left. Like if I go scroll on Final Cut and I hold down shift and I scroll, it scrolls left and right. I love that. Like that's what I love that a lot. Doesn't do that on DaVinci though, gang. Does not do that on DaVinci. And I tried to look it up, talk to like customer support. They do not support remapping the scroll wheel. That's what it's called remapping the scroll wheel. But that bit definitely got its strong suits. But I think that's it. I don't know what else I need to do. I think that's it. I think that's fine. Doom, 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 doom. Insert gap. Like where is the, I'm trying to find out where the delete the gap is at, because it's somewhere. Because if insert gap is right here, then that means that compose it's straight. You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna make a whole like series of me learning DaVinci while teaching y'all DaVinci. Like I'm gonna learn something, teach it, learn something, teach it. Like watch. That's what we're gonna do. Learn something and then come teach y'all. Like bro, I just learned how to do this. Yeah. I'm about to export this though. All right, to export, I'm gonna go to export inside of DaVinci Resolve. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the Rocket, and up here you can do a custom export, or you can do one that's already like kind of created. They literally, wow, that's crazy. They have a Final Cut Pro preset that's actually tough that I can do. Wow, what? Yo, that's hard. Like to where it like exports like Final Cut Pro or in Final Cut Pro's format. I wonder if I export it like that, will it be able to take it to what's the name? But you can do custom. You want to make sure that the time resolution matches what you filmed in or shot in. I'm gonna make sure that's video. Video's gonna have video and audio in it. And yeah, I'm gonna render each individual clip rather than just rendering one single clip like duh. You also want to change where you're gonna download it to. So for me, if it loads, I could do it. But I'm gonna change the download to my, bruh, come on, bruh. Best part about it is though, it shows you the size of it at the bottom. Obviously, that's not what you want. I think it's f-2 6 or something like that. But I'm gonna go to downloads. I'm gonna hit open. I'm gonna go ahead and go to here, and if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be h-264 or h-265. I think h.265 is smaller, but let's see. Yeah, h.265 is smaller. And then you want to change your timeline resolution. I think I had that bit in 10K, and not 10K, lol. I could put that bit in HD for it to be, I'm gonna be smaller. I don't need it to be, 720 is crazy. This is a square. No, don't need a square. Bro, I don't need a square. Where are these all squares? There we go. React to my color grade, bro. You got to be inside of PNG University, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I only do things for the students. Not gonna lie. React. You want me to react to your color grade? like look at it and be like, yo, that bit hard. Is that what you would like? Is that what you would like me to do? All right, but and also hit restrict when it says it's gonna be automatic or restrict. I always restrict it because I don't want it like, you know, going over a certain size. I always restrict it so you can do 20,000 or 40,000. I do 20,000. Hit enter. Wait, 20. There you go, bro. What? There you go. Makes it a lot smaller. React to my color grade. What do you want me to react to your color grade? Put it in the Discord. The Discord link is attached. Put it in the Discord. I got you, gang. Put it in Discord. Change it to MP4. Oh, whoa! That bit with the 2 terabytes is crazy. Hold on, brother. Bro, where's the what? I ain't gonna lie, you can make this thing like the largest size possible, which is insanity, brother. All right, and then when you're done, just hit add to render queue. The part that makes it like very like that makes it a lot smaller is when you change the restriction. When you change it from automatic to restricted, so when you restrict like how much kilobytes per second, it'll be a lot smaller. So like now it's a gigabyte because that's 2,000. So I could put it at 20,000. Right, it'd be higher quality. It's still 12 gigabytes, so it's showing me how much it's gonna read out as. So I'm gonna hit add to render queue. It's gonna pop up right here, and it's gonna literally show me how long it's rendering and then which clip it's on while it's rendering, and it's gonna be like a little green line that goes through. So let's see, waiting for it. I think it's gonna make everything else freeze. Yep, gonna make everything else freeze. But that is how you export in DaVinci Resolve. You can also, I'm gonna exit that one out while it's still exporting. You can change to a custom one, which we were figuring out. This is actually nice. So I'm gonna let you go to Final Cut. They have Final Cut Pro, 2 versions, Pro X and then Pro. I'm gonna do Pro X. What size is it gonna have it on? Okay, that's actually crazy. 276 gigabytes. Let me see if I can change it. 264 QuickTime MP. 2 terabytes is crazy. H.265. There we go, 7 gigabytes. So always make sure to change your format and your codec, y'all, because if you don't change that, brother, you're done for. And if you restrict it, it should make it smaller. But I think it already has it at 2,000. All right, cool. So 7 gigabytes is what it'll be as. And I can add this to render queue, and it'll export as a final, as if the same like I would do with Final Cut, which is actually kind of cool. I know I can export it as like a Final Cut file to open up again in Final Cut, which you have to make sure that you have all the files on deck to open up in Final Cut, so it'll open up the same. Like you can export a DaVinci file, and then somebody can like continue editing it in Final Cut too. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I think in general they're gonna get on your ass. You put it in general yap, they about to get on your ass. They about to get on your ass. They be like, you a newbie and you just put your in general yap zone. That boy didn't read none of the rules. Came in specifically for personal gain. Bruh joined and said, yeah. I need. Specifically for personal gain. Let me see, hold on. This is Instagram, y'all. For everybody that's watching, if y'all want to go. That's his Instagram. That's the link he just sent me. The color grade looks good. Was this handheld or was it on gimbal? But the color grade looks good. Rate my power grade.
I bought my friend and she loves Asian food.
That was good though. What camera are you shooting on? What camera did you shoot on? It was good. FX3, yeah, it was good. It was good. Oh, that was cool. It looks cool. Now that's good though. I like the blues and the oranges. Like I like teal edit. Like edits that go off of both teal and orange. Like those are some of my like favorite colors for real. So that looks really cool. Your last 2 reels are really cool. Your last 3 reels are lit really well, honestly. Because like, all 3 of them kind of have the same style. Cool vibes. You're welcome. Hey, y'all, I might have to get off, bruh. I'm about to play music or something. I'm about to fall asleep on y'all. I don't know. It's like when I'm editing. When I'm editing and I'm on live, it's like I'm not as productive as I could be. So let me lock in. I'm trying to frame it up right. There we go, right there.
Prayer and Pilates.
Oh, one more time. That was really cool.
Prayer and Pilates. Prayer and Prayer and Pilates. Prayer and Pilates. Prayer and Pilates. Prayer.
Bro, what the hell? Why does it look like this? Want to drop one at 9? Drop what at 9? Fab, bro. I'm not trying to post nothing right now, bro. Hold on, Fab just created some reels I gotta look at.
Prayer and Pilates.
Oh, one more time. That was really cool.
Prayer and Pilates.
One more time. That was really cool.
Prayer and Pilates. Prayer and Pilates. Prayer and Pilates.
I feel like traveling my way of running away from home.
I feel like traveling is everyone's way of running from home. I feel like it's the whole point of.
Hold on, bro. Hey, bro. Y'all are just looking at me type. I'm sorry. See, this is why. Because I don't be talking when I'm editing, bro. I literally just be editing. Like, I don't be talking. And I feel like I'm boring. So, like, I just don't.
Prayer and Pilates. Prayer and Pilates.
Oh, one more time. That was really cool. So, get out first, and I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. Y'all gonna put it up. I'm gonna say 3, 2. I'm gonna go 3, 2.
Okay.
So go from there and then say it's more realistic. Start here with the Holy Bible.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna say I win.
Okay.
And 1.
Prayer and Pilates.
Start over, Jamie.
Yeah, because my
Lock in,
bad.
bro.
My bad.
All right.
Prayer and Pilates. Prayer and Pilates.
2 and 1.
Prayer and Pilates. 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 Prayer and Pilates.
Look at her.
Okay,
Giselle.
time for the fake laugh.
Look at her. Keep talking. Go ahead, take a
Okay.
sip.
Just her?
Yeah, just her taking a sip. You're
Okay.
still talking to her.
Okay.
Put it back down.
So, yeah. How
That
is
was
it?
Start over. Her.
Okay.
Put it back down.
So, yeah. How
That
is
was
it?
so
Start over.
I told her, I was like, girl, that was so fake. Do that again. That was so good.
How
That
is
was
it?
so
Start
good.
over.
So unserious right now.
That was so good. Like, one more time, okay? So keep talking.
believable.
You're in conversation. I'm gonna come out from her neck, and you're
This is hilarious, bro. Let me look at the Discord real quick. See if there's any questions in there. Nope. Hey, add questions to the weekly FAQ, y'all, if y'all haven't already. Thank you very much. All right, let's lock in real quick. I'm about to do it. I'm about to get y'all that real quick. Ooh. What did you familiar? About to do a surprise photo critique. I want to do one of these once a week. I want y'all to not know what day it's dropping. Let me see. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so we're inside of the photo critique channel. If you gotta know what this is the Discord. And if you're inside the Discord community, then you know what this is because you use it, right? Yeah, right? Good job, guys. So literally right inside of here, we have a whole bunch of different images that have been posted over the past, like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna start from the bottom and then go up so that I can't, like, I never forget where I was at. Let me see. I don't want to open a link though. Let me see. Okay. Much as I love my 85 to stay, it's 35 as the world. Okay, this is a 35mm lens. Let me see. This is not bad. I like the leading lines in it. I would say, I mean, it's not bad because like, there's a pole right here. So like lining him up against is not bad. Like there's an even amount of ground space and up top space, I guess you'd say. But I don't know. It feels kind of plain. To me, I don't know. It looks kind of cool. Obviously, there's probably more photos inside of this batch, so it would be cool to see some of those detail shots. I'm pretty sure you have like, you know, some zoomed in detail shots and stuff like that, and like closer up. But I feel like a quarter third shot here would snap. Like this right here is kind of cool. Don't like the pose at all. I would have definitely made him pose a little bit differently. I don't like having like, you know, the clothes real jumbled up and stuff. I would have had him in like a better pose, maybe more open because he doesn't have a baggy top. So the bottom half is kind of skinny. The top half is more baggy. So I would have posed him a little bit differently. When the bottom half is baggy and the top half is skinny, you would pose him differently as well. So I kind of would have posed him a little bit differently. I feel like he's really closed up. Even with his shoulders kind of like in, it's just like, it's like real, like it gives slouchy vibes a little bit. Posing wise, but composition looks good. I like the leading lines. I feel like if he was doing something cooler here, maybe even he was looking off, maybe he was holding his glasses looking off a little bit, it might have told more of a story. I feel like this is an iPhone photo, right? This is like an iPhone photo to me, all right? To me, it does look good. I'm not saying iPhone. I'm saying iPhone photo in the sense of if a person gave me a phone and say, "Hey, we'll take a picture of me real quick," that's the pose I would do. I would quickly be like, "Bam," you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Next one, let's see. These right here are pretty cool. I like the I like the composition of this. This is really cool. This is nice. I like the composition of this a lot. I'm a lookify warrior, so like when I see certain stuff on photos, I'd be wanting to change it, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I would change, but I'm telling you what not to change. I would have fixed this little bit of a lump in her head. I would have pushed that down a little bit. That's what I would have did. Editing wise, all these videos are gonna be going inside of the Patreon. Right? These are not. I'm not gonna post these on I'm not gonna post these so that we, all right, so it's okay. I'm not gonna do that. All right, I'm gonna put them inside of the PNG University for y'all. All right, but I do overall like these. I would have leveled this a little bit more. I feel like it's off level. I don't know why. And I would have backed it a little bit more. When you cut off feet, it kind of takes away a part of the story. It's like you had her ankles in there, you had a portion of her feet in there. I would have backed up more. I feel like I can't see enough of the location. Maybe this is a prime lens and you couldn't back up anymore, but I would have backed up more to show more of the location. I want to see more. I want to feel more, right? The more that you see, the more that you feel, right? The more that you can, like, you know, that you can like really truly tell that story, right? So the story is not fully told when you when the entire frame is the subject, right? So if you were to break into a rule of thirds grid, right, and let's say we cut across here, right, we cut across here and we cut across here, the subject is damn near in every single square except for this square right here. The subject touches every square except for this 1/3. So out of 9, you only have 1 that's showing the location. You know what I'm saying? That's a good way to think about it composition wise. This was really cool. Tells a story. I like this one. No critique, no bad critique on this one. Focusing on her, looking at her, she's looking in her direction. I like that a lot. She could pose a little bit better. Like maybe like, you know, being a little bit more confident in her pose. I really love her pose a lot. This is a really, really cool image. These are tough images as well. I feel like it's off leveled a little bit. That's just my eye. It may not matter for real, like artistically wise. but I do feel like it's a little bit off leveled. I feel like she should have touched her. Maybe like this leg should have been out more, and this arm should have been on her shoulder. Something like it's kind of, she looks like she's meant to be there, and she looks like she shouldn't be there. Like she looks like this is her moment, right? So you have to like basically mend them together and make them a little more cohesive with each other, all right? Because this looks like this is her moment, and we should Photoshop her out is what it looks like. So mend them together, maybe have them touching or something. Yes, she's leaning on her, but that's not enough of a touch. That's not enough of a touch, right? I don't like this picture. I don't really know what it is. I think it's too much of the subject. Again, like I feel like you got to show more of the actual, like, you know, situation, background, XYZ. Like, I think that's really what it is. I think it's too much of the subject. I feel like you're not showing enough of the physical, you know. All right, let's see. This one was cool. I would have definitely kept an eye out for the hair. Even when editing it, I would have just used Liquify. Like, I'm not going to blame her. I would have used Liquify and pushed this in because my eyes went immediately there. That's the first thing I saw. So I would fix that. I'd probably fix this. Always have her shoulders out and push backwards. You got her shoulders kind of like clumped in. I would definitely say push those shoulders backwards, right? Pull them back and allow her to, like, you know, have better posture. Even just the shoulder back, or maybe have this hand on something that's over here that we can't see out of the frame or something. And I feel like always, whenever I tell my clients, I always make sure that they don't put their hand on the head. They kind of like put it maybe in the hair. Her hand's like pushing up on it, which is kind of like making it look a little bit weird. So I would definitely, at least as a photographer, I would have liquefied this down to make it look a little bit better on her head, because my eyes went immediately there. That's the first thing I saw. I didn't see anything else. I don't know if this is a clothing brand shoot either, but if it is, I want to focus more on the clothing, right? I want to see the clothing more. I know for a fact it's a lot because there's a whole bunch of these clothing brand pictures, but I just feel like I would have fixed this a little bit better. And I would have also made sure that you're able to see the entirety of the image. Like if this is another word over here to the side, I want to know that. Yeah, D. It's like I want to be able to see that. So if her shoulder was back a little bit, I could read the entirety of it. Focus on that, right? Focus on that. Not bad. I like this image as well. I probably would have went up a little bit higher on the angle. You need more detail shots, bro. Like I feel like it's just showing that are the pants a part of the clothing brand as well, or is it just this? Like I feel like if you would have cropped in a little bit, and some photos where it's really focusing on just the shirt, like I want some detail shots of just the shirt and something. You know what I mean? These are cool. This is showing off the fashion vibes. This gives like, okay, but I want something that's like focusing on. I want some details in there. When it comes to like clothing brand sessions, they love details. I want some details. All right, here we go with these. Lighting is off a bit. I want more, like your background looks like it's more lit than your subject. I feel like you need more lighting from the front. I don't know if you're using a flash or a continuous, but it kind of gives continuous being how the skin looks. It looks like you're kind of using continuous light. I don't know. You might have been using a flash, but not enough flash power. VFX, not bad VFX. It's not bad. A little bit of a mask. I feel like you just masked it and then just put it on there and didn't like blend it, but it's okay. It's not bad. Everything down below looks good. It's just I would have fixed this up right here and this. Maybe even put a shadow there to like hide it even more, like create some more of a shadow or something, like hide it. This isn't bad. I feel like lighting overall is kind of my thing. It looks like a log image. Like it doesn't look like there's no pop, right? It doesn't really stand out to me. There's no real pop of color, right? So it feels like it's kind of like 2D immersive. Like it's not really not immersive. Like it's like a 2D and flat. Like it looks kind of flat. Like it's kind of like I don't necessarily say dark, but like it needs more contrast and more. Yeah, it needs more, like her skin looks gray, like it needs more contrast in there and more vibrancy as well. Poses are really nice though. I do like the poses, but I feel like lighting wise, you could have did a lot better with the lighting, and even editing wise, you could have selected the subject, maybe like, you know, put him on a mask and went up on the highlights or something like that. Let's look at these. These are cool. I like these a lot. Lighting is cool. I love a cool spotlight. Everyone loves spotlight. Clients love spotlight. These are really cool. Nothing bad to say here for real. I probably would have just moved this around her neck a little bit, like a little bit more to her shoulder, or made the sash go from this side to that side, or something to where it didn't jumble up by her neck. But it looks good. Enough head space, floor space. This looks good. It's not a bad image. I like this. It's cute as well. I would have via Photoshopped this out. I would have just literally went along this with the remove tool. I would have got this fine line gone, right? Remove tool or something. I would have removed this as well. I feel like, yeah, you could have removed all of that up there to make it look a lot better. Even generative fill it or something would look good. Yeah, outside of that, I think this looks good. I like this. I like the pose. These are cute. I would have selected selected the subject and went down on the highlights a little bit more. Also, I feel like she looks a little bit ashy, like a little bit gray, meaning that you probably need to go up on your oranges inside of Lightroom, just on the skin tones, or maybe go up on the vibrancy a little bit to pull that color back out. A little bit of grayness in there, like probably go up a little bit on the vibrancy, select the subject, select the skin or something, and go back up on the vibrancy. I mean, her skin color looks less gray tone. I see a lot of gray tones in here. Yeah, same thing again, kind of here. She's looking more true to tone down a little below a little bit, but I would have made sure just a little bit more gray tones. Also, you guys, make sure that your clients are either have the spray oil or something like that can help you out as well. I don't really know how to look before. I don't know if this they edit or if this how to look prior, but I just know that helps. Like when they have lotion on and stuff like that, it helps with the shining of the skin. Some hacks that you could use. You could use spray on oil. I have some on the Amazon storefront. You could use baby oil. Don't recommend that because it's liquidy and it's a mess, right? Or you can use sunscreen. So it's like the really, really cheap sunscreen. It really moisturizes into the skin and it pops. But make sure you get the one that's good for melanin skin, so that way, like, but get you a good cheap one, and that can work as well from the rub-in. Nice framing composition. I like this one a lot. I would have posed her a little bit better. Instead of having her sink, I always tell my client, like, no, instead of sinking into your shoulder, push away from that shoulder. All right, that's what I always tell my clients. So something else for you to kind of think about as well. And yeah, next one. This is not bad image. I don't really have too much to say about it. I kind of like it. You used the right shutter speed. You caught the movement of the. I don't know if this was on purpose or not. If it was an auto or you did it on purpose, but I like it. You caught the movement of the water. Not too much. Nothing bad to say about that. With no flash in the sun, that was good. Boom, boom, boom. If Monty did this, okay, cool. Let me see. Oh, these are nice, bro. These are really cool, Monty. The lighting looks good. Yeah, these are tough. I love a good grainy image, bro. Grainy image, and then you throw that white box around it. Tough, bro. This looks really nice. These look really nice, Monty. Yeah, these look really nice right here. Yeah, these are tough. These are tough. I don't have anything bad to say. Nice detail. I ought to put a little bit more of the spike in there, a little bit, but overall it looks good. And maybe even brought that foot forward a little bit. You could have had 4 Nike. Like, I know this is a Nike check. Bring that foot forward a little bit. Nike check would have been here. Nike check there. Nike check there. I like it. I like it. I like it. This is cool. This is really cool. This one's cool as well. I would probably went up a little bit on the Nike check to have it, to see more of it up top, like right in this. Like I would have had it like it framed right in this area, so that way you can see the swoop like coming through here. Because her body gets wider as it goes down, and a lot more of the Nike check gets hidden. So if you bring it up, you can see a little bit more of it. Not in the sky or anything like that, but right here. But it would be cool too if you could do that. You could have put the Nike check as a cloud in the sky. That'd have been hard as fuck. Like take the Nike check, render it as a cloud, and put that in the sky, and then blend it in. Tough. We got tutorials on that too, by the way, y'all. We got tutorials on that inside of PNG University. Claim your lane, hard. This is hard. Yeah, these are tough. These are tough, Money. Nice job, bro. Nice job. First time trying color grading. Is this too heavy? Is this before and this is after? I don't know which one's after. I think this is after, right? And this is before. Okay, this is before. So that's what I was kind of talking about. Like earlier, when I was saying add some more color to the skin, it's kind of talking about like right here, he got that skin color added in. This is good, right? So adding that skin color back, this is a good job. Yeah. The previous wasn't bad either though, because she doesn't have a crazy amount of melanin in her skin, so there's not a lot to play with, right? But this looks good. I think it looks good. And I like the coloring of the background, how you changed it up and played around with it too. I like this a lot. You can really see the color change down here in the feet. Near the feet area, you can really see the color change. I like it. This is nice. Wait, is this a... Let me see. KP took this? That's good, KP. KP, KP was out there playing with light. Good job, KP. Yo, I'm so excited because KP is one of the students inside of PNG University. So she's like one of the ones that I helped the most inside of PNG University. So seeing this image from her is tough. That's really cool. Did some more. Took some outside too. These are nice against the harsh light. These are nice. These are nice. These are nice, KP. These are nice, KP. These are nice, KP. I probably would have went in a little bit more because I feel like all of this, the amount of chair is not necessarily needed. So I feel like I would have definitely went in a little bit on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The amount of chair is not needed. I feel like I would have cropped it a little bit. A little bit. Hold on, let me give them the link so that way they see I'm in that, man. This one was good. There we go. This one lighting a little bit. I feel like in the front could have been better, but I don't know if I think she's using flash and masking it with the ambient light. These were hard. These were tough. Like, you see the brightness of this, KP? You got to keep the brightness the same. All right? You got to keep the brightness the same. These are gaming glasses from Amazon. I got them from Amazon. They're inside of the storefront. I think they're under my EDC. But these are my blue light. They're blue light. They're like enhanced blue light glasses. They're for gaming, but they look nice and cool. So I use them because I'm standing at the screen the most. Gaming glasses are for people who stare at the screen a lot. Regular blue light glasses are people who stare at the screen sometimes. So I got the gaming glasses for staring at the screen a lot. So what you gotta do is you gotta try to match the same brightness of these two with these. Right, so this one's a little bit better, but this one is darker than these, so try to match that brightness when you're doing so. Also, I would have leveled this out. I can tell that by looking at this side of the building is higher than this side. I would have leveled it inside of Lightroom just to make it more even, for real. And I would have probably threw one leg down, one leg up, and I would have probably removed this because I don't know what is that? It's somebody's phone and a come on, somebody's phone and in a hand fan, There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Studio looks good. You got a lot of light flash power coming from that left side. It's almost making it overexposed. It's not bad as well, but try to add, or if it's a one light setup, you're chilling. Just put it up a little bit higher so that way the light hits here, so that way the main hit point is up top right here. You want that hot spot to be the face. You don't want the hot spot to be the elbow, the butt, the side, the arm. You want the hot spot to be the face. So I can tell that your flash wasn't as high as it could have been, right? So put your flash a little bit higher to make the hot spot the face, right? Make the hot spot the face. Same vibe here. A lot of hot spot right here coming from that left side. I think it's kind of just coming over. The eyes don't lie, so it's already showing me where the light is, so I can see where the light is and where the direction of the light is coming. So the light's coming down like this. You see this one, the eyes don't lie. Yep, same thing. So the flash is literally right here, and it's hitting like this. So I would definitely say maybe a little bit higher and angle down a little bit more, and then get you like a little reflector and put that on the floor, and it'll help bounce up those shadows. That'll help out. This one was really good. I like this one. Bring the light over more. That hot spot is still in the left side. Bring the light over more. So you can see how like it's not in the middle. You want this dot in the eye to be a little bit more in the middle if you're doing a one light setup. So that way you can have even lighting, all right? The dot in the eye, a little bit more over, one light setup, even lighting, put your reflector at the bottom, you bust it, you good, all right? Let me see, too vibrant. Is this before or too vibrant? I don't think it's too vibrant. I actually think the skin looks good. Maybe it's a little tinge of too much orange in there, like a little bit, but it's because she has blush on as well. I don't think it's bad. I think this is a cute image. I'll probably go down a little bit on the orange tones, not a crazy amount, but I would select her skin and go down. Like I wouldn't go down just on orange all over because there's a little bit of orange in here, a little bit of orange in there. I would probably select where you want to, and if you go down on orange too much, you may create discoloration between the makeup and the actual skin. So we just go down a little bit on the orange slider inside of Lightroom, just a little bit, and you should be straight. These are cute though. These are really nice. I like these a lot. And it's orange against green, so it's kind of like, you know, playing against itself too. Some grad sessions, these are cute. I would have probably centered her a little bit more. I'm not saying she's not centered. I just feel like she's off to the right a little bit. I would have put her in between both of the two grids. I feel like it would have been straight. But overall, I do like this. This is cute. And no real critiques here. What's behind her head? Is that a hat, or is that like, there's something pink right here? Like, right? There's like a pink triangle above her head right here. I don't know if that's an actual hat or what, but I can see a pink triangle. This one, this is not bad. This isn't bad. I think I would have probably made her lean like onto the side or something. I feel like the framing or composition is off. Like I feel like it kind of looks a little awkward to me. I probably would have had her like maybe sits on the on the side, like with her legs kind of coming down, and like her body being framed here. Because like, is the computer important? Is the computer not important? What was the point of choosing this location? Is like, I'm trying to think, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is she gonna be sitting? Like, maybe there's other images that I didn't see, but this one kind of looks like, okay, what kind of shoot is this? And I couldn't tell that it's graduation until I zoomed in. I'm like, oh, okay, it's grad. My first mind was like, oh, where's she going? You know what I'm saying? I thought lifestyle, but it's graduation. No, I didn't know that. So just kind of like an idea like that. This is cute. Probably would have angled her a little bit differently, but it looks cute. I feel like there's a lot of like open space of the chair right here. You could have probably like cut it out of the frame, or made it a smaller frame, or zoomed in a little bit. Because I feel like there's a lot of open chair, which is like, we'll look at this as negative space that's unused. All right, but this looks cute. I do like it overall though. That's cute. This is cute. This is a really nice image. I like this a lot. Leading lines would have framed it up a little bit more in the middle. That would have been great. And I would have removed this garbage can. I have a pet peeve of putting garbage cans with my clients in the same frame. That's just me. But I have a pet peeve of it, unless the garbage can is cute or decorated. I just did a shoot where I used harsh light and the garbage can was the same color as the other stuff. So it blended in and it looked cool and it went with the vibe. So it was cool. But when I clicked on this image, I immediately looked at the garbage can. I'm like, oh, garbage can. Like my mind went garbage can. Like that's the first thing I thought was garbage can. Like that's the first thing I looked at. This is cute. Nothing to say here. This is tough. This is super tough. This is super tough. I would remove this yellow because my eyes went here. I would have just removed this out so that way everything could be her as the focus. I don't know why, but my eyes went right there. So I would have removed that. Like, y'all, I know, pixel peeping, but that's what y'all asked for critiques for, right? For pixel peeping. So I'm sorry. This was really cute. Nothing to say here. Oh my gosh. That's that. Yeah, I'm joking. This is really cute. Nothing to say here. I actually like this a lot. Yeah, this looks really cool. I like this a lot. Yep, nothing to say. Let's see. These are tough. Yeah, these are tough. Tough concept-wise and lighting-wise. You have a hot spot on that right. Being that she is darker or more melanated than her, if you have a one light setup, you want to put your one light setup either in the middle or more angled to the person with the darker skin tone. So if a person have more melanin than the other, the person without as much melanin is going to be reflecting, right, or bouncing the light more, right? Their skin's going to bounce the light. When you have somebody melanated or with darker skin tone, their skin will absorb the light. So I try to keep that in mind. Their skin will absorb the light. All right, their skin will absorb the light. All right. So I would put the light on the other side so that way the hot hits her, and she's wearing white, so it's going to be a lot easier for you to overexpose on accident. All right, because you're aiming a white light at a white color, right, rather than aiming it at a darker color like the green, the blues, right, and then you have this darker skin tone as well. This isn't bad. We're going to put a little bit on the flash power. Same thing as before. I know you probably got the same flash power as you had prior. I can see where your light is aimed at. This isn't bad. I like this. This is nice. Like, I feel like you exposed the lighting for the lighter skin tone, and then kind of like it just kind of fell short when it came to using the darker skin tone. So it's like the lighter skin tone bounces that light, and then the darker skin tone absorbs it. Still got the lighting kind of on that right angle. I would have put that thing probably like angled towards the center a little bit. And I know you have that. You have a backlight too, so I see the shadow bouncing back from here. So there's a backlight as well. And I can see this feather right here. So yeah, there's a backlight. You got a backlight and you got a front light. So two lights set up coming from the same direction. Are both of the lights set up to come from the left? Do you have a backlight? Do you have a backlight for over here too as well? Because I see a shadow coming from the back to the front. Or is that just this one? Because I see, yeah, there's a light on the shoe. So there's a light here. Okay, so okay. It's not bad. I like. Oh, this is the mood board concepts idea. Cool. That boy phone dead. These are tough, Trey. I wouldn't have let her sink. I hate when my clients sink. I always try to push them. So instead of sinking into your shoulder, I always make them push away from their shoulder. I always make them push away from their shoulder. It wasn't bad either. I would have put some of the fur like right here. And like had it be shown or something. Like maybe even laid it right there to it's falling down so it becomes a accessory rather than just like, you know, extra fabric in the back. Like see like this was great. I did the same thing and then had her like laying but with it like that so it becomes an accessory. Because right now if I only saw this image I'd be like, what's that back there? You know what I'm saying? So that's keep in mind as well. Let me see. These are nice. These are really nice. These are nice. These are really nice. Me like you a lot. So gels at the background, grids. Nice. Yeah, I like this a lot. These are nice. Let me see. I got something text. Somebody just emailed me. I just got an email. I'll look at it in a minute. There we go. Let's see. All right, we're 26 minutes in. I'm gonna do like a few more and then close it out. Already did him. Already did Coop, but these are really cool Coop. I would have balanced it out a little bit more. This side of the horizon is higher than this side of the horizon. I would have just tilted it a little bit inside of Lightroom just to make it even. This one's even. I like this one. This one's really nice. This one's tough. I would have came over a little bit so I could see that Y, but this is tough. This is tough though. I know there's some certain stuff you can't do, but this is tough. This is tough. Like I would have wanted to see the Y a little bit, cause like marry me. I know there's a Y there. I see a little piece of it, but seeing a little bit more of it would have helped. I like marry me, same thing. This side of the horizon is higher than this side of the horizon. I would have tilted it a little bit, and maybe even left a little bit less. Maybe had them in the middle third, like in the whole middle third right here. Like the top of this be the middle third. The top of the middle third, and this be the bottom of the middle third, and then you have an even amount of sky as you have sand. That would have been tough. Even sand, even, you know what I'm saying? That would have been cool. This is cute, no critique. This is cool. Real raw emotion. That's how I love that. I love real raw emotion. Cute. One more. These are hard. I don't know where this light came from. If this is a real light, if this is your flash, if this is something you just added in there, but that's tough. Giving real concert church vibes. Real behind the scenes vibes. I like this. This one a little questionable framing wise, but I kind of like it. I don't know. I feel like it came down a little bit because I feel like there's a lot of dead space up here. I feel like there's a lot of dead space. This one's cool. Well, it came down a little bit, kind of evened it out, but I think this is fine. It's okay as well. Are they able to hear them, I wonder? I mean, that's not my problem to know. Like, I'm just saying, I'm like, they young, are they screaming up or like, I know, but I was like, I wonder. She's kind of low to the microphone. That's not the part of the critique, guys. I'm sorry. I think the main thing here I'm looking at is headspace. You're probably not tall enough or weren't high enough to get a better shot, but I might have showed a little bit more of the stage to show more of that behind the scenes, like to show more of that foreground. You have foreground right here with these three elements, but the stage added a fourth element of foreground because a lot of dead space up top, a lot of negative space. So I would just say top negative space. This was a good shot, even framing, but I would say negative space thing I'm thinking about mostly. And let's say one more. Mia, these are nice. You showed the overall. I actually like this a lot because I like when you guys show, like, you know, I should show the you know, atmosphere, the setting, and things of that nature, and then get some details as well. But never forget the details. So always get the details as well. I would have made sure to get some details as well. So like she's here, same way how you got, you know, her in one of the circle of the squares of the rule of thirds, right? Get her in two of them, get her in three of them, zoom it in, right? And get multiple different shots like that. I would make sure to get some of those details. Me personally, this is just me. I would have literally removed these. That's what I would have did. I would have removed them. Shit, I mean, I would have removed them and probably gave her a little bit less floor and a little bit more sky because them clouds look kind of cool. So yeah, or I would have just cropped in a little bit as well. But not saying that you don't have images that already fit those criteria, all right? D, this is nice as well. Hand placement, I would have definitely let her place her hand differently. Maybe touch the tassel, held the tassel. I feel like these are very comfortable hand placements. So I would probably have gotten creative with the hand placements for sure. Also, remaining consistency between the pose. Did you want these on the shoulder? Do you want these not on the shoulder? Just remaining consistency through them all. Remembering that, right? Same thing here. Like, should it have been on the shoulder? Should it not have been on the shoulder? Just understanding and focusing on details every single time. Right? See, like here it's on the shoulder. So like trying to continue to have consistency through all of your shots. All right. So right here it's on the shoulder. Next shot is not. Next shot it is. You know what I'm saying? So try to keep that same consistency between those. As a photographer looking at details. These are nice, very nice storytelling vibes. I hate thumbnail. I hate what's the names, but that's just me though. Right? I'm not saying nothing bad about you. I don't like watermarks. That's just me. That's just me though. I don't like watermarks, but that's not saying like nothing else, you know, that you shouldn't have it. I just don't like watermarks. One more. These are tough though. These are all tough. Same style. I feel like you put the same presets through the whole thing, which is good. High quality. You got a F1 point something. This is not F2.8. It's definitely F1 something. But these are nice. Like them. I already did Trey. These are tough though. I already did you though, but these are tough. I already did Versatile. I did a few of his already. I did Trey already. There's like the same people that drop stuff in there. So now y'all know I'm gonna do a surprise critique like 2 times a month. So make sure y'all are putting y'all stuff in there because I'm gonna do a surprise critique. So definitely keep that in mind and know that I'm gonna be doing those so that way y'all don't get caught lacking. Make sure that y'all are putting in the merch so y'all can get them. You're welcome, girly. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I got to get ready for it. Some stuff I got to go do. It's 9:30. I've been on here for too long. Hasta luego. I love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. Until next time. Talk soon. All right, YouTube. I'm actually about to leave y'all though because now I'm talking to y'all. If y'all have not already, join the Discord. If you have not already and you have $20, join the Patreon. If you have not already and you want to help me get to 100,000 followers, follow me on Instagram. All right? I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all ass later. Okay? Hasta luego.